Hello everyone, welcome to Dragon Heist. I am your Dungeon Master, Harda, and joining me today is this, little wacky group of people that we all know and love. Let's kick off with the boy who sounds so crystal clear now. Oh my god, it's so much better.
Yes, indeed. When you turn on your microphone, you sound much better, or so it is said. Hi, I'm Adam. I'm playing Gabrielle, our human warlock, and a slightly faulty attempt of a moral compass of the party. And I'll pass the word on to, I would say, the other charisma caster, and I'll let you decide who that is.
I always jump in now. Go on, George.
Fine, you get seniority over me.
All right. I'm Rob. I'm the old man of the group, I think. I play Logan Margaster, human wizard, who I'm pretty sure is the old man of the group. Human paladin, and did I say human wizard? It's been a long day, folks.
Imagine Logan being a fucking wizard.
That would be the ultimate plot twist.
Yeah, just reinventing my character. Just got the wrong character sheet and put a different
That's
name over it.
Skadoodle or Dick is now a noodle.
I don't know what that was, but whatever he said, that spell. The face of the party adorned with various bits of makeup. I'll now pass over to the more junior charisma caster of the group.
Hi, I'm George. I play Esvele Rosna, the human bard, who has been reluctantly dragged along on this adventure. And I will pass it over to the man who fucks his life up by stealing shit.
Oh, used to. I'm a changed man.
Plates.
Swear.
Plates.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't plates, it was the
Hi.
crockery.
Crockery plates.
Gold.
Whatever.
It was gold plates.
Oh, yeah, it was
Okay,
gold
it was
plates, yeah.
gold.
What would Plato say?
Hi, my name is Vilsord, and I play Shadowclaw, the Swift Strider Shifter Rogue. And I'm a changed man. I don't steal so much as I used to. And I'll pass it back to our DM.
Alrighty, so you, I believe it has been a new day, if I recall, since the events of what happened at Castle Villa. I think you did go home and sleep, am I correct, or is it the same day?
We didn't.
Okay,
we
cool.
wanted to use the fact that
Short rest.
Oh yes, you've
We
used the
wanted
fact
to-
that they want to take advantage of the potentially weakened state of one Victorio Castellanter.
Oh yeah, because we think he might have used up some spells.
Yeah, so Gabriella and Logan are going to Castellanter Villa after hiding the eyes and stone and the grimoire and the robes and daggers that they found recently. Sullivan is valet because they have been rumbled.
We're tailing, aren't we?
Are tailing you, so you were going to try to hide like a nearby rooftop, I think your kind of plan was.
Yeah.
Which is probably simple enough for you guys to do. You can you're both pretty agile, like thief types. You can scarper up a rooftop, probably across the street. Kind of over here-ish, I would probably say. And then I guess the real question is, how is the rest of our group? What is the plan? Are you just going to walk up? You kind of sneak in? What is the play?
I think we two are walking up and just praying for the best, aren't we, Logan?
I am not the most. I mean, I'm alright talking about weird places, but not stealthy. So, we should just
Yes, let's just.
let's just go up there. What's the worst that can happen? Right.
She would look to Svele and Shadowclaw. If we return and we seem very enthusiastic about Mr. Rosna in a strange sort of way, assume we are charmed.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we'll
Don't worry.
make sure you're not going to hand those stones over to him.
Thank you. Alright, best of luck then, and, well, hopefully see you on the other side.
If you start getting murdered, just do something big so we can see it.
I'll try and shoot a window or something like that, just cause general destruction. How about that?
Excellent.
Wonderful. Alright, and remember, Logan, no attacking first, just in case.
No attacking first.
Yes, if he attacks us, let's just,
Okay.
mess him up.
Even like a little swing. Counts,
Yes, even
right? Okay.
one could even dare say a punch.
Oh,
Don't
Sure.
worry, friends. It will be close by.
that kind of swinging too. Sure. All right, let's go.
Indeed. Right. Well, let's hope for the best. See you around.
Do you want to take this just in case?
Probably.
And I'll give him the wand of lightning bolts.
Oh, I think I need an hour to attune to that.
Would you? You
Okay,
could
so
have done
maybe
it in
not then.
advance if you wanted to. Like you could have done that as
alright.
punishable rest that allowed if like.
All right, sure.
I'll let him attune to my. If I'm doing something, if I give someone, do I need to reattune it if I get it back or no?
Yes, you
Also,
lose
do I-
attunement if someone else attunes to it.
Okay, well, I'll let it to him anyway, just in case.
All
I'll let
right,
it to him.
thank you then. I'll just quickly set this up. All right, cool. Thank you.
I want it back.
Yeah, of course. And I guess with that we would, head out, dress. Gabrielle she doesn't have armor. She just used disguise self to look prettier.
Logan's in his usual, nice stuff, but still very clear that he's armored up. As they turn away from the group, he'll kind of look back at Shadowclaw, turn to Gabrielle and be like, if that was Sullivan in control, we'd have had to pry that wand from his cold dead hands.
I know, it's an interesting change of pace, isn't it?
Honestly, it's giving me the heebies and some of the GBs too. But I could get used to it, maybe.
I mean, it's as I said, a nice change of pace, and hopefully it will stay that way for a bit. For the time
Yes.
being.
Hopefully we'll die now. For saving him.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on dying.
I'm inclined to agree.
All
Anyway, right.
Alright, yeah.
You do the talking. I'll back you up on whatever, bullshit
Thank
you
you.
try.
Alright, and I might be bullshitting a lot, so just don't take everything I say at face value. Ready, please?
Sure. What kind of what's the we're here. Never mind.
We will see one.
I'll pick it up.
Thank you. It's like improv show.
You guys approach the front door. The door is flanked by 2 guards wearing the Castellanter symbol, like the crest. They kind of see you approach, and they kind of straighten up a little bit.
Good evening, gentlemen. We are here for a meeting with Lord Castellanter. Tell him that Mr. Logan Margaster and his assistant, Gabriella Duran, would wish to have a meeting with him. I believe he would be inclined to accept us.
That's Lord Margaster.
Of course. Sorry, my lord.
Yes, my lord, and his help. Certainly. Just give me one moment, please. Then one of them will step inside. You hear the door. They probably knock on the door. You hear the door unlock from the inside, and then they step inside, and then you hear the door relock. A little bit of time passes. The other guard just kind of stares you down blankly, with kind of an impatient kind of look on his face of say, what are you doing here kind of thing. After probably about, I'd say 5 minutes or so, the door you hear reopen. The guard steps aside, and greeting you at the doorstep, you see Victorio Castellanter.
Lord Castellanter, good to see you. I believe we have much to discuss.
Indeed, it would seem so. You'd like
May
to
we
follow
come
me?
in?
Of
Of course.
And he leads you in. He gestures to Willifort and goes, Master Crowell here will take any personal effects of yours that you need hung up or attended. The butler kind of stands their attention to take coats and things of that sort of nature.
Gabrielle would just politely decline.
Logan will just wave off.
Very well. Let's see. Willifort, I think I shall entertain our guests in the library. Oh, very good, sir. And Willifort goes over, opens the door to the library, just off the entry hall, and you are led inside, basically a little private library. There's the scent of old parchment hanging thick in the air. The walls are lined with tall shelves, packed with colourful, leather-bound books, with a ladder on a rolling rack to reach the highest bookshelves. You see on the southwest wall there are shelves that hold no books, but 80 wide-necked glass bottles filled with swirling mist and sealed with corks. And hanging on the north wall between 2 bookshelves is a 7-foot-tall portrait of Lord Lady Castellanter, holding 2 of his son and standing behind their teenage son. You'd see. You would see the door to the reading room is open. Beyond it as well, which is kind of like a little, almost like conservatory. It's like big 4 tall bay windows just off to the west hand side, the opposite side of the room you came in. You see there's a luxurious armchair, a small side table, and there is a there's a black dragon's head, taxidermy, and mounted on the wall, some kind of hunting trophy there. It's just visible through the door as you come in.
So, an impressive library indeed.
Indeed, and Victoria will go over to like a small. It's like tables and things kind of throughout here, but it's like one like larger table, like almost like a study table. Like, can you see like a larger public library with a couple of chairs around it? And Victoria will gesture for you to sit if you so wish. He will stand at the head of the table.
Oh, she will also stand, but she'll take a stand somewhere, polite, socially acceptable. She doesn't leave it on the table.
I'll take a seat.
Yeah, door to the library closes, and you are alone in the room with Lord Castellan. And he looks at you with a. I mean, is someone give me an insight check if you'd like? Make an insight check.
Yeah,
sure. 23.
22.
Okay.
Nice.
You see, he looks quite. I think it's fair to say he would look impatient. He has a look of, not quite expectation, but a kind of like a. Yeah, there's definitely a look of I know something has happened, and he gives a nod of he just seems to assume that you are aware, and he's kind of waiting for you to speak or explain yourselves or otherwise.
Well then, it appears that a situation arose, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, he seems to keep the company of a thief.
Yes, indeed. It's in his nature. I do apologize for the inconvenience. He was promptly disciplined. If that satisfies you.
He's making a deception check.
Or he's...
He was not disciplined for stealing. Nothing bad happened to him.
I can add a d4 to that.
Sure, go for it. Because Victoria's going to roll, so you might as well as high as you can, just in case he rolls higher.
Please don't.
I think Logan would chip in with as much as you try and train it out of them, there's only so much of the dog you can take out of the man.
He did look rather dog-like when he fled the room, although growing longer fur. Actually, you get an advantage, Gabriella, seeing as Logan's backing you up.
Alright,
The dice say no.
Victoria looks at you with your insight from earlier, even your past insight, you pick up that he seems to think he kind of picks up on maybe that what you're putting down is not entirely true.
But anyhow, I believe we've been playing our cards a bit close to our chest. Let's have a bit of it.
We know things.
Indeed. Things have came to our attention.
We want to share with you our knowledge of the things that we know, so that you have knowledge that we have knowledge of the things that we know that you know. No, I've got that wrong. Gabriella, help me out.
What we're saying is that for a relationship like ours that is partially transactional and business-like to work, I believe it would be best suited for us to lay out a few of our cards on the table. So, you said that the reason you need this gold is to save your children from some sort of demonic curse, correct?
That is correct, yes.
We have reason to believe that this might not be entirely truthful in the matter that it's not a curse, but perhaps something more akin to a deal.
So is there anything else you would like to share with us at this point to help us continue on the straight and narrow?
Yes. And if there are any more details that might help us, because we prefer to know what we go into.
Of course.
And if you would be inclined to do so, we are more than happy to share a bit of information that we gained in exchange, of course.
So he like pauses a moment. Make me a persuasion check. I will give you advantage because you seem to, he knows that you find things are missing from the house. And
22. I can add a d4 to that.
22 is enough. He narrows his eyes, crosses his arms, and he's like, yes, there was back when my wife and I were much younger, a regretful action taken, the terms of which we did not fully understand. We were young and naive and desperate to keep our family in good stead. We sought help where it could be easily gained, and now the only way to save our 2 children from suffering the fate of our eldest is to pay back that debt.
I presume the fate of your eldest is whatever is lurking in the chambers upstairs, correct?
Indeed, I had assumed that your accomplice would have told you what you'd found.
He
anyway.
was very much frightened.
Unfortunately, we've had to keep a few things. The book and the equipment needed to contact our patron. Despite my wife and I's desire to break this deal off completely. It is not something we are still actively wishing to keep going.
Can we inside this?
Sure, go for it.
I don't believe this shit. 20, I can add a d4 to that.
Nice. You believe that he is using a lot of deceptive and fluffy speech, Gabriella. He's either not giving you the whole story or he is lying.
Alright. Let I ask you to be honest, please. I'm also of noble heritage. I can understand and perceive manners of speech meant to misdirect, so I give you one more chance. Be direct.
What house are you from?
Wouldn't you?
I don't believe House Duran is a notable house, so you are not. We may not be the only ones keeping cards close to our chest.
Of course, a part of this arrangement is that I owe some information to you after we reveal yours.
Certainly. You see, he looks at you, Gabriella, really intensely, trying to maybe recognize your face or work out who you might be. I would like you to make me a performance check. I'll give you advantage because of your physical disguise and alterations to try to keep your true identity a secret.
I can add a d4 to this 22.
More than enough. He doesn't see the old place you. And he just continues to stand there, and he will just plainly say, let me perhaps rephrase things then.
Thank you.
We need the Never Ember's Enigma to save our children's lives. That is true. Without it, they will be turned to devils and lost to us. No harm will come to me or my wife, but we do not want our children to suffer for our mistakes. If we could take it on ourselves instead, we would, but the devil in question is wholeheartedly against such a thing.
And which one would that be, if I may inquire?
The devil.
Ooh, good question.
Oh. Damn.
The book which you have so kindly borrowed gives us a direct link to a very high-ranking representative of his, and we would require it back to save our children's lives. So if you could, at your earliest convenience, return the artifacts and items, that would be deeply appreciated. Or otherwise, the fruits of our labor would be wasted, even if we got this money.
Also about the part that you are no longer actively pursuing any of these deals or contacts.
Yes,
Is that all?
Apart from what we need to do to save our children, that would be the only final. It would be another deal in itself to get out of this loophole that we have found.
And what is it that you would be proposing exactly?
That we give him back the book, I presume, and that...
No. For the other deal.
The monetary
Replacement
value.
deal.
We're going to exchange the wealth, which I believe will be of some value. Can't have too much gold, but it is more than what we originally acquired as a result of the deal. The original deal was for money. All the hard
Alright.
times, and as the richest family in Waterdeep, a reputation to keep, we couldn't let that slide. So we bought ourselves some luck, some fortune. But we didn't quite understand the terms in which we had agreed to until Osvaldo changed.
Gabrielle would nod, and she would take the gauntlet, remove the glove underneath, nodding to the Infernal Mark.
Mhm.
And the person who also has had the share of things like this, I can sympathize.
Indeed, I see you bear the mark of Levistus, the frozen
Indeed.
prince, the sick flay of Stygia.
That is the case. Out of curiosity, devils love their contracts. Would you perhaps have a physical copy of the deal that you once signed?
Unfortunately, part of the reason why we struggled so much to understand was because our contract was verbal.
Of course. Devils didn't like that ways.
It makes it easier for them
alright.
to find little amendments and changes and things that are perhaps missed or grammatically spoken correctly, but maybe misinterpreted. I don't need to tell you about the silver tongue of a devil.
And this deal, it would change your children at what point in time?
On their next birthday.
Oh.
That is merely 10 days from now.
Oh.
We are running out of time, which is why we need this cache of gold dragons. We were waiting for investments to come back, but upon realizing how little time we had to make a rash decision. Hence why we were hoping to work with you to acquire the money and then to pay you back the stipend that we would already have more of, but just we don't have the time is the problem. It is a completely fair trade. Better, in fact, for yourselves.
May I offer a proposition?
By all means, that is what we are here to discuss.
Yes. I have contacts within a powerful holy order very near here. I suggest we try and use their considerable knowledge and wealth of experience, as well as I can get my hands on some forbidden texts concerning this entire situation, and try and bypass the deal this way.
Believe
And
me,
if that
we
wouldn't
have
work,
spent the last 10 years trying to find a way out of this deal that does not involve us playing more into a devil's hand, but there is no such option. We have exhausted a lot of time and resources into looking forward.
In that case,
Then would you humor us? For you spent this long doing it. Humor us and give us 2 days to explore things for ourselves.
Indeed.
To make sure that we are fully apprised of the situation.
And
So
if
that we can support.
And if that doesn't work out, simply you will give us the eye you possess, and we'll retrieve the gold that you desire. How does that sound?
Yeah, are you being genuine and honest? He will insight check you if you're lying, so that's why I'm asking.
She will retrieve the gold. She's saying she will retrieve the gold. She didn't say for him or not.
Okay. Sure. He will say, seeing as this is a discussion of deals and agreements, maybe we should put it to writing. You could put your noble houses on the line as, your mark of good credit.
I believe I
It's
can
fine by
do
me.
that, unfortunately.
I will.
Alright.
Perfect.
Your
I'll have
decision.
Williford draft up a brief contract, and he brings Williford in. They get a writing desk, and the terms that Victoria Castellan will kind of outline from his point of view is you will have 2 days to seek a alternative remedy for the potential fate that ails his children, and if you are successful, Lord Castellanter will relinquish the eye and any claim or stake to pursuing the Never Emperor's Enigma. But if you feel to find an alternate means, you will instead divert your full efforts to helping acquire the cache of dragons, which is believed to be Never Emperor's Enigma, and giving it to Victor Castellanter in good time before the birthdays of his children, whenever the turn will take place, as he believes that is he can't undo what is already done. Effectively, he's kind of what he seems to believe, at least.
All right.
And he will basically say that like a forfeit for both sides is he would probably put it to if any party should void this contract, but by failure to adhere to these terms above, then they should expect their noble name to be slandered, with this document being used as evidence that that kind of thing, and probably a monetary fine as well. He probably puts like like $250,000 like dragons down. That's like there's like a collateral basically. That would be taken as debt from either side's family.
And the terms of the contract allow for this being essentially. So let's say we fail after that 2 days to find an alternative, that it's best endeavours to retrieve and return the cash, so that if we
it wouldn't be like if you try and fail. And
Cool.
that would then the contract would like he is not backing you into like some impossible situation of like, oh, you have to do it in 3 days, then like you only have 1 day after giving the eye. All he asks is he expresses it needs to be done in reasonable time so that he can help his children.
So we won't withhold it.
And may we add to contract perhaps the stipend that you promised us?
Of course, certainly. Yes, upon success, he agrees a stipend. I think whatever he agreed before, it's the same value as it was before. Every 10 day for the. It probably says until life leaves your bodies or something like that. Like very much like until death do us part. Kind of like there's a payment right up until death. And he's like, and it's signed off that the House Castellanter will pay this long after Victoria is no longer around. Because obviously you're younger than him,
and may we in this case also have a copy of the contract if it's not too big of a issue.
See, Will of course signs, and then he drafts up another contract in a similar manner. Victoria will sign both copies, and he'll hand you one to sign, so you can sign each.
Logan would want to add a bit of fluff about Margaster, signed on the legitimacy of Logan Margaster of House Margaster, all that waffle.
Yep.
Kind of basically just beefing up his own importance.
Also, run out of space where they've left for you to sign. Have to start writing underneath.
Logan writes big. He's not the neat ornate stuff. He is big letters.
Yeah, a big L on the whole page, like.
I'm gonna need another piece on here, maybe.
Also, Lord Castellanter, I'm curious. I'm sure during your very much interested research, you did a topic of devils and demons. Came across various amounts of arcane knowledge, perhaps?
Some, I suppose. He kind of gestures to the library he was standing in.
I'm looking for a specific spell to cast as a part of this endeavor. Perhaps you'd be able to aid me.
I did not get my magic from the sources in which this problem has arisen, but perhaps I could be of some assistance. I do have some spellcasting myself.
Alright, I'm just quickly double checking. Yeah, I'm looking for the spell of contacting a different plane.
Unfortunately, the only method I had of that has been already removed from my property.
Oh, it's within the book, I assume then. Very well. And
that one specifically contacts a particular entity, but I'm sure you could have a wizard or someone look it over, or even maybe a cleric of some kind study it, and they could maybe draft you a scroll based on the similar writings, just emitting some sigils and things.
Alright. Thank you. We'll In that case, borrow the book for that purpose and return it to you in case our endeavor is unsuccessful.
And he would
How
like
does that-
that part is noted as well that like the belongings taken from Castellanville are expected to be returned at the same time as the cash of dragons is basically given over so that Victoria can finish ritual. And like there's even a thing of like, if you guys are like, well, to prove you aren't fucking around, he'll even add a little like stipple of like, upon completion, Lord Castellan agrees to have the party destroy or get rid of the items however they see fit. Like they have no need for them after this point, that kind of thing.
Alright. Cool. Wonderful. Well, a pleasure doing business in that case.
Indeed.
There's a lot of bits in this contract, Gabriella. Are you happy with everything? I added my bit. I wasn't really paying much attention to the rest.
It seems a fair contract.
Good.
Well, in that case, I bid you farewell, my lord, and we will see each other in 2 days.
Indeed. And you are escorted out of the property by Willifort, leads you back to the door, unlocks for you, and will send you out into the street.
Alright. Gabrielle would give a wave to the direction in which she presumed that Sullivan and Asvela went off in.
Yeah, anything that Isveli
Yeah.
or Sullivan are getting up to that time, you guys just sit on the roof, like, watching. No one's gonna, like, move up and try to get closer, or sneak in a window upstairs.
Go back those plates that were stolen and not stolen.
I never took their plates though. I never took them. I dropped them and run away.
Yep.
I think just like watching them for a safe distance and then just, as soon as I see them coming
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. If you're happy, be like, we're just doing Overwatch,
Yeah,
that's all we're
we're just-
doing.
we're
just
I'm
watching
just
to
just
see
in
if we
case you
see
guys had
any
anything else you
minor
want to get up to in that time.
explosions.
Yeah. Probably get like a rooftop somewhere I can get, like a sort of like a sight from the room that possibly could be in.
Hard to see. The library doesn't really have that many windows. It only has because they've got like bookshelves kind of on all the walls. But then you can see get eyes in the reading room, but like where you'd met him before Isvele, but there's no sign of them.
Logan will give Gabriella a little nudge with his elbow and be like, "Hey, you two. Victoria was lovely. He was brilliant. It's all going to be okay. Come on, let's go and get the things now."
Do you want
was
to
great.
hit him to knock him out the trance, or should I?
What trance? I'm not.
I'll
I'm not
do it.
trancing. That's late.
No, Logan is not charmed, no, actually.
No, we
Sure,
are
it
just.
sounds pretty charmed to me.
I know, charming. There's a difference, my guy. No, it's fine. He was.
It was a very professional business meeting where opinions were exchanged. Long story short, we came to a simple agreement.
Simple. It's like 4 pages, front
I'll
and back.
simplify it for you. Long story short, we were given a 2-day window to find an alternative cure for the Castellanter curse, which is real. He gave us a bit more context as to why it exists, and pretty honest confirmation that after this is done, he has no further plans on demonic deals, considering how this one worked out. And if that doesn't work, I managed to ensure in contract that we basically retrieve the cash of dragons and we get paid out the amount in stipend, I believe a weekly one. Basically, we trade in a mass sum of money for the rest of our lives.
Are you like reading over the contract, Gabriella, as you're like looking at this now?
Oh yeah?
Yep. So you notice that the stipend is only given on the clause that you give over the cash dragons initially. If you just help them now in the 2 days, like the idea is that the enigma is yours to claim, but they're not going to pay you anymore. They'll give you the eye, be like, there you go for it. That's your money.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
Basically,
They're just you're aware of the
I-
terms. He's only going to give the
Yeah.
stipend if you give him the money, because that's kind of like
Yeah.
their problem is they don't have the money right now, and they need a payday loan to pay their fucking mortgage. That's kind of the problem,
So either we find an alternative cure and keep this large sum of money, or we don't find it, give this sum of money to them, and we have in contract that they will just pay us back over time each.
It'd be for the value more than probably the
Yeah, a
total fee.
larger sum than even.
As long as we stay alive.
Yeah.
The
As long as
benefit
we
of
stay alive.
As long as they
benefit
don't
of
kill
going-
you.
benefit of getting it all now is that we can spend it before we get murdered.
I believe,
How
if anything,
comfortable are we with handing over a large sum of money to someone who sold his children's soul to a devil?
Absolutely
exactly what I
fine.
was thinking.
Fuck those kids, but not like that. No.
Well, I for one don't wish to see those children come to harm, and if I got one impression from Lord Castellan of our various meetings, it is that, similar to the devils that he deals with, he is blunt and honest in his dealings, even though a tad bit oppressive. So
I mean, you would know, Gabriella,
Comfortable enough.
Victorio Castellanter is the biggest moneylender in Waterdeep. He lives and breathes contracts and deals and...
Yes. I believe that, his whole enterprise is built on contracts, and as soon as one would not work as intended, that would basically set off a domino chain.
I'm suspicious.
I'm...
If he
good
spent
for-
so long trying to fix this problem, they're rich. Surely he could have made that money by now.
Yeah, well, he's probably not as fluidly rich as
So
you guys
Gabriel,
can
do a
make out.
calculation to see how long it would take, an estimate perhaps, to how long it would take to amass a sum of gold like that.
1 million gold dragons. I mean, basic math, right? If you were classed as skilled laborer, so that is someone who is like, you're talking like a master blacksmith, or someone who's very, very skilled at what they do, like of their craft. It would take them. They get paid about 2 gold a day, roughly, some of that standard. It would take them over 1,370 years to amass 1 million gold, assuming they didn't spend any on things like livelihood.
He's not a
and
skilled
living.
laborer. He's a money lender.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, if he said, pick on what he said. He said they've spent the last 10 years trying to do this. If you take that into account, if he'd put away, 1 gold per day for the last 10 years, it would be 3,650 gold. So he would have to have been putting away every day nearly 275 gold a day.
How much would the Castellanter estate be worth as a ballpark?
In Waterdeep, a property that value, it definitely wouldn't be worth millions of gold. Like, that's an insane amount of money. Castle Waterdeep, that's kind of your more ballpark of that kind of level of property. A noble villa would probably be like 25,000, like 50,000 maybe, anything more than that would be crazy. Like Trollskull, Manor, whatever you guys had it originally from Volo. Property in Waterdeep's expensive, but it's not it's not millions of millions of gold.
Right. Yeah,
It's
Gabriel
not
would
LA.
explain the economics quite closely.
The Trollskull Manor roughly would be priced at anywhere between 2,000 to 20,000 if it was to be sold.
So I believe, he wouldn't be able to save that money up after so many years, despite his affluency. So, yes, as I said, from what I managed to communicate with him, he didn't try to cast any spells. I would be able to negate those. He dealt in plain terms, and his motives at least seem, I wouldn't say moral, because he sold the souls of his children to demons, or to devils, let's be specific.
I mean, he never mentioned what happened to his own soul.
He
Perhaps
said
he
that
sold
if
multiple
he could
souls.
go in their place, he would, which assumes
But
that
the
his
devil
soul
didn't.
is still in him.
But yes. Either way, I believe that this is a win-win situation for us. And if Castellanter will be true to his word and stay away from deals and the like, the risk that he poses to Waterdeep decreases massively. And it also means that we don't have to deal with an unknown amount of masked lords of Waterdeep coming after us. We can, of course, ask the Black Staff to maybe put him under surveillance for a period of time. but I would say that he is clean as can be for a noble.
I wonder
So
what's so
now-
special about the children.
Souls.
Well, yes, but I mean, devils look to power themselves, right? Surely a couple of children's souls can't be that valuable on their own.
I
I mean,
guess.
I'd imagine it's the influence. If you can have influence over the Castellanta seniors by holding such a threat over their juniors, then that's where the power would come from.
Agree.
Yes,
Having
but
someone
only for
someone who's a
9 years.
You can do a lot in 9 years. A lot can change. Either way, I have an idea as to how to ascertain any potential ins and outs of the deal or any help. Do you remember the spell I talked about, the one that contacts my friend on the other side?
Oh, the one that you've been looking for a Scrolly for.
Yes. I believe. How many days ago did I ask the Blackstaff to give it to me? I'm not sure if it fits in the time frame. I believe it was the amount was 3 days. I'm not sure when it started.
You asked for staff on the 10th of Tarsak, and the Black Staff said that she would need 7 days to get her hands on
Oh,
some
7 days, never
wow,
fucking
7
mind.
days.
All right, so
Which
the
would still,
Blackstaff-
it's only literally, like, that was yesterday. Like, it's been
Yeah.
1 day.
It's been a month in my life.
Yeah. But it has
Alright,
been 1
sorry.
day. So you could still maybe get that, with like 3 or 4 days left to spare to, like, help the kids.
But we have 3 days, so yeah. Well, before the Blackstaff can get it to us, that will be too much time. So, in that case, I propose that we use the book that we stole, and before we return it, we would copy the ritual that contains the spell, and I would cast it without the proper protection. But time is pressing.
I mean, are there any other spells that would give us
No.
the kind of information that we seek about this deal? Now, Logan would have no idea about this spell because he's a dumbass and it's not on his spell list. But something like Legend Lore,
You can make an Arcana check.
like as a group, if any of us would be inspired by Logan's, I think particularly Bard because it's a Bard spell.
I mean, it's also one of those as well, like, if you guys were, like, looking to get more information just in general, like, there's nothing to say you couldn't go hit up the taverns in the Sea Ward and see if anyone knows anything about the Castellanders. Like, there's no reason to say you can't, do this the old-fashioned way as well.
Yeah, I've got a 17 on my Arcana check.
How about this?
You
Or
would
we
be
could
aware
just
of
do the ritual and ask the devil themselves about the contract.
We can do both.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better to get the independent view, even if it's a bit woolly. Although, if we could get a scroll for that, how powerful is the magic thing that you wanted, Gabriella?
It's
Scale of 1 to 9.
I would say it's about 2 degrees higher than I'm able to cast usually, so about 5.
Okay, no.
Maybe we can ask the black staff to cast the ritual. She seems
yeah.
pretty powerful though.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe one of your holy people. I've even been putting a little bit of gold in there, curry a bit of favor.
Fortunately, the spell I'm talking of is kind of off limits to them.
I mean, the one that I'm talking of is
alright.
on limits to them.
Oh, right.
In limits?
Alright.
On limits.
I
on
propose this.
Yes.
In my experience, a scroll of this magnitude would cost around 650 gold. I'm willing to pay a majority cost on the scroll for my purposes, the demon one. I have 500 gold pieces willing to invest into it.
How about this? How about if ask the Castellanta for some,
Oh shit, yeah.
funds? Maybe can let us listen. At least help us with some of the money.
Oh.
It's for your children.
That's fair. I'll send
That's the best idea you've had in about a month. Good job.
I'll send the
Like
paper. I'll send the paper bird to them in the evening and ask for a dead drop by morning or a courier to deliver the money.
and also maybe it's worth popping to the Holy Hand people, because if I put my mind to it and reflect upon my life, I can do different magic-y things, spells in the morning. And I know that other, like, holy, the god-sucker people will do the same thing for their spells. So if there's somebody who's quite powerful who can do one of these, then maybe we can just go, hey, could you remember this one for tomorrow? Use this prayer book.
Alright, so let's pop by the Temple of Te. Also, Logan, we are gonna get 2 information sources, one biased, one unbiased, hopefully. Out of curiosity, do you have the Bless spell prepared?
No, but I can get it for in the morning.
Could you get it for the morning? That would be wonderful.
I can get it for the morning.
I don't want to go insane, even if for just the evening.
And it's Bless and not Bane, right? I always
Bless,
get those
yes,
2
Bless.
Okay.
Yes. One that helps.
Thought I'd check. Yeah, no, yes.
Alright, let's go do our pop by then and see if they'd be able to help us.
Yeah, we'll get a carriage to Halls of Justice, is it?
Yeah.
That we go to? Yeah.
Do you know why justice is best served cold? Because otherwise it would be just water.
I'm gonna kick him from the call 1 second.
But yeah, you want to head round to the Halls of Justice?
Looking from the campaign.
Fair.
Yeah, you head around the Halls of
It was a
Justice.
good run, folks.
Yeah, Halls of Justice.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll pay for the carriage, and I'll have a couple of gold out in my hand ready to donate as soon as we walk in.
Yep, 2 silver pieces for the carriage, and then the like you put it in the box, you hear the like the it hits the bottom. One of the priests sweeping less like, "Thank you so much, my lord. Your generosity."
No. I wasn't doing it for attention. It's a little smack.
Is it the usual Logan throwing the coins in nearly like?
No, it's a drop because he's realised that even Gabriella's little subtle, put a piece of toilet paper in there so it don't make a splash technique still gets acknowledgement.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, I'm going to play it on the down low now. He's learned.
The temple is quiet. It's like a hush. People whisper when they're talking. People don't speak unless there's a service on. That would be loud. Probably somebody projecting to fill the room. But a lot of times, people speaking in hushed tones. There's no music playing or anything of that sort. There's just it's just lots of candles flickering around. It's very much like walking into Notre Dame or a big cathedral anywhere in Italy, that kind of thing where it is just an air of peace and ambience and there's people are speaking in hushed tones definitely, but yeah but sounds like coins clinking, people's heads perk up, and naturally you just people hear it because there's not much else happening in the room.
Yeah, but he'll kind of just oh no, it's fine. I was wondering, Gabriella, who's your normal contact, the spell person?
Does Gabriella know, from her extensive time spent here, of anybody who's a specific spellcaster?
People who revived us, because...
Yeah, I mean, you would be aware of the people who brought you back. There was...
He'd seek out one of the priests that revived them. Father Bernard.
That's not a fifth. Or is it? Oh, no, it's
Father Bernard, cool. Yeah, you approach him.
Could I have a minute of your time, please?
Of course, my child. What can I do for you today? The dwarf, if that wasn't apparent.
I was wondering, we are looking for a specific spell to be cast. My friend here, Logan, what's its name?
Legend Lori, I believe it's called. I've only ever seen it written down.
Legend lore, I presume.
Ooh.
Would you happen
Nice.
to have the ability to cast this spell, or be able to prepare it for tomorrow?
Not something that I would keep, on the regular to do. But I could take time tonight to find it in my book and make a point of learning it for the next day. It does require a fair bit of ivory and incense.
We can source those.
We can source that.
Probably, maybe. We'll certainly cover the cost for them to be sourced if you know a guy, if you've got a dealer.
Well, I know there's we probably have close to enough incense. It's a fair bit that needs burned. Just it takes about 10 minutes to cast as well. And the ivory strips as well. You're looking at about 200 gold for the ivory strips alone, and the incense, it's about 250 gold worth of the incense to burn.
Logan, knowing the spell, in the carriage over, will have got a separate pouch with 450 gold in, and he just gives it to the priest.
Takes it. So, all right. Well, yeah, I'll go ask some people I know, see if I can get that all together for the morning, and I'll have the spell prepared as well. If you'd like to come back from sunrise, I'll be up. So anytime from then, whatever suits you best.
Wonderful.
Do you know roughly what you're intending on asking, or?
Yes, it's to understand the specific terms of a contract between a noble of this city and a very powerful devil.
When Lord Castellandra said the devil, would Gabriella pick up that it's Asmodeus?
That is entirely your own inflection to roll. You didn't make any inside check or push him on it, so that's what he said.
I'll do a history check if that's okay.
Yeah, you can do a history check. 14. I mean, maybe the devil would imply the one true devil, maybe, or it could just be whatever devil he made the deal with. He did seem to recognize your devil by symbol alone, so it's likely that he probably knows a lot about devils, and to that level, probably due to the fact he's researched them and tried to get out of this deal and contract. But I mean, I said, me as the DM, as Victoria said, the devil, and you as the player will have to draw whatever conclusion from that you want to, because you didn't ask for clarity. Do you mean Asmodeus, or do you mean Mammon, or do you mean?
Fair.
I mean, yeah. Why secret hold the money? Is it Mammon? The Mammon is notoriously a greedy devil. Maybe he wants to make it maybe that's the person, or maybe he's making a separate deal with a separate devil to get the souls back. I mean, these are all things that you can draw conclusions based on what I said at the moment, and I will happily theorize them out loud now. But at the end of the day, you didn't ask him, and he's not going to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just
back.
Cool. This is why, viewers, playing a dumbass character always helps. Because out of character, I didn't think of any of that shit. And in character, I'm off the hook. Gabriella, however, fucked it.
Yeah, fucked it up.
Proper shit the bed on that one, Gabby.
But the priest, Bernard, would let you know that he kind of talks about he basically tells it the more information you can provide him about this contract that has been discussed, the more better information he will receive. So if you say, oh, it's a contract that Lord Castellandra has with a devil of the Nine Hells, if you can be it is a contract that Lord Castellandra held 10 years ago, regarding money, and it's how much information you're willing. And the thing is, how much information are you willing to tell this random fucking priest about?
Everything.
All of it.
Who is the member? Who, Gabriella?
Dirty.
This priest, I would say, with your connections, is probably in the Order of the Gauntlet, and they don't take too kindly to things like devil worship or devil deals. So you might bring down some unknown, maybe, attention or ire on the whole situation. If you continue in this way. Right now, he doesn't have any idea, but these are all things that Gabrielle, as a smart and intellectual woman, would know and would have in her mind.
I'll frame it in a good way. So, Lord Castellanta, when in his years of youth, made a horrible, irresponsible decision that he's trying to get his way out of. Now that he sees the error of his ways, he's been trying so for several years. And unfortunately, he has failed, so he's caught up on us. 10 years ago, he struck a contract with what he calls the devil. Which devil, I am not sure, but of the Nine Hells. And he did so for some sort of riches. In this contract, the souls and well-being of his future offspring were put at stake. Seeing the error in this, he is doing his best to remove himself from the deal and distance himself from the devil. I believe it's in the best interest of Waterdeep as a city to sever any connections to whatever devil this man holds.
Indeed, well, I'll happily help you with this tomorrow, and if you are helping Lord Castellanter in this matter, or investigating this matter, or what is the...
We were contracted to help him break the deal.
Very well. Well, if we at the Order of the Gauntlet could be of any assistance, we would happily have the Castellanters here for service, even a private service, if they'd like to try to...
Indeed. Perhaps if tomorrow's session will be of use, maybe we could think of something. For now, however, I would ask you to keep this in, anonymity due to the fact that it's a very sensitive matter. And we are trying to work around it to the best of our abilities without being removed or inconvenienced by our contractor.
Of course, so I completely understand.
Thank you.
I listen to many people's confessions on the daily. I don't take... I'm not loose-lipped, if that makes sense.
Of course. Thank you. Of course, once you find a solution, perhaps we can discuss the matter more openly.
Of course, we would love to. Whatever can help is our end goal here. As long as no one is coming to harm, that is...
No. This only serves to be informative. Thank you.
And yeah, anything else you'd like to do? Kind of you get yourself set up for the next day. You paid the money in advance.
Good, Gabriella. Could I borrow 130 gold from somebody?
What for?
The other scroll.
Sure.
Thank
And
you.
he'll hand over the 130.
Yep.
And Gabrielle would pop by the black stuff and have the spell copied if possible at some.
So you want to have the spell
contact other plane.
Cool. Whenever she looks at the book and, spends a bit of time bleeding on the pages to fucking read it, she tells you that the spell in the book is not Contact Upper Plane. She says, no, this spell is not that exact spell. This spell is Commune.
Oh.
It basically allows a individual to contact normally a deity or divine proxy, and then they can ask them 3 questions that can be answered yes or no. This one appears to be some kind of proxy to... It seems to be, if the symbolism is correct, Asmodeus.
Oh. Fucking wonderful. Would you be able to, if provided a name of a different archdevil, be able to redirect this?
This book in particular is bound to Asmodeus as basically a almost in this light is being referred to almost like you would refer to Tyr or Lathander, like a god in a sense. So it is the proxy is representing them. So if the fiend attendant you were trying to contact was a deity, this could definitely be shifted in that way. But unless you could try to argue that whoever you were trying to contact was some kind of proxy for Asmodeus, maybe that would be a way. But this spell in particular is not Contact of a Plane. I'm still working in those scrolls together, but I'm having to have them copied.
Those scrolls will no longer be needed as our time frame has very much narrowed. So
well, the good news is I did manage to source the Headband of Intellect.
Oh, that would be wonderful if I could borrow that.
Indeed.
Thank you.
The person I've taken it from will need it back within 7 days.
Oh, we will be done with it by 2. Thank you.
Lovely.
In that case, could you recommend me a shop where I could perhaps buy a scroll such as that?
If I knew where to buy a scroll of Contact Other Plane, I would have simply bought one. They're not exactly a spell that a lot of people have on shelf ready to go. They're kind of a bit fucked up.
Fair enough.
Just to be honest. I mean, they are not normal. They're dangerous, yes. I mean, if you maybe ask some people in your lower circles that you run with, maybe they can help you.
Oh god, this is gonna be a goose chase. Thank you. Thank you for your help, and I'll be sure to contact you if any updates.
Indeed. When you leave Blackstaff Tower, a paper bird flies towards the group and lands on Gabriella's hand.
You would open it?
Yep. You see it is from Savra. You recognize her handwriting and signature at the bottom. and you see it says, receive report, spined devils terrorizing citizens, 12-dog court, field ward.
How do you sound? How do you enjoy a job and some money?
You could always do some extra coin, especially now because this quest has been very expensive thus far.
There are some spine devils terrorizing people, and they apparently need our aid. So I suggest.
Where?
Let's just get a cab right there, and should just get a call a cabbie.
Sure. You're like, can I get a cab to 12-dog court? And all the characters are like, no. They're like, we'll take you as far as the high road to the gate.
I'll pay 10 gold pieces.
Okay, make me a persuasion check. Yeah, that's pretty good. You are asking cab to go into the field ward in Waterdeep, to be noted. The last time you were there, that was like there was like the were rats like fucking up the tavern
18.
and stuff. 18? Yeah, someone takes your 10 gold and they'll take you all the way to 12-dog court.
Gabriela, do you think? I mean, devils attacking a city all of a sudden. Do you think there's any connection with all this thing happening with Casalanta?
I can ask them once we get there.
There is the sun has just begun to set when that note arrives.
All right.
Because I don't think devils are gonna, just randomly start attacking the middle of the city without a purpose.
As I said, I think I'll ask them a question. Ask them once we get there. If we could take one alive, perhaps.
Enough. I mean, I want to call the devil alive, but okay.
We can do our best.
I'm with you, friend.
Also,
Little way.
I'll give you the one back once you can attune to it at the back of the tavern. How about that?
Keep it for now and then give it to me.
All right,
after.
wonderful.
As the carriage pulls up, regardless of what's outside, Logan's going to cast protection from evil and good on himself.
Good plan.
DM, something I wanted to do on the way to the castle, but I didn't want to interfere the quest is. I wanted to find out how much would a smoke bomb cost?
A smoke bomb, eh?
Yeah, smoke bomb. Actually, let's real smoke bomb. There's a tangle bomb, smoke bomb, and there's a fragment bomb. How much do they cost?
Are you talking about like the fucking bombs in the like?
Just like like smoke up. Then like, it's the one like it goes like a 20 feet radius is smoke, and then there's another one.
So
that's the same
basically, you're
thing,
looking
but
for a
like
magic
tangle.
item that gives you like a fog cloud spell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is.
I would say.
It does have it here on the D&D Beyond, but it doesn't have a price in it. No,
Okay,
it's a magic
price.
item.
I would say 105 gold for a smoke bomb.
Ooh. Okay.
It lasts an hour, or until wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
Oh, really? And it's a 20 feet radius. And
It's 20-foot radius spheres, fog, or smoke set at a point of range. You can just throw it up to 120 foot. It's really light. Like, it's like ethereally light. You can throw it really, really far. It's basically is like, the same stats as like a tattoo would be. It's like cast it.
Okay. And there should be two more. There should be a fragmentation and a tangled, I think it's called. Tangled grenade? Tangler grenade or something?
How much damage does the fragmentation grenade do?
That is a 5d6. So fragmentation is 5d6. Dexterity 15, saving throw. I'll take full damage for AC or half of the to succeed.
And they aren't like knocked prone or anything, or it's just damage.
Exploding fragmentation grenade must be. We'll say just damage. Just damage.
Sure, I would say that the fragmentation grenade is probably going to be a bit more expensive. It's probably about like 210 gold, like double the price of the smoke grenade.
Yeah.
And the entangle one.
Yeah, it's called Tangular Grenade. DC 15 dexterity saving throw or be restrained by sticky web webs. As an action, the creature can try to free itself or another creature with its reach from the webs. Doing so, needs to succeed a DC 20 strength athletics check.
I would say same price as the That's a smoke
Fragmentation,
bomb.
okay.
It's a smoke bomb.
Oh, really?
But it's not going to be. It'll be DC 15 across the board because it's dumb that they would be 2 different DCs. That's not how magic.
Yeah,
works.
exactly. Okay, all right, I'm
Wrong,
gonna
D&D
take.
Beyond.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 smoke grenades. So that's 210 gold, right?
10 gold. Yeah.
210 gold. I'm gonna just take those 2 for the time being. It's cool. So I've got 2 smoke grenades.
Alrighty. Yeah, with that kind of sorted, you guys get the cab, you head all the way up towards the field ward. Whenever you arrive, you see you arrive in 12 Dog Court. It's this like small little plaza in the field ward itself. It's surrounded primarily by like houses, like not really like, you know, there's probably like a few little small market stalls all packed up for the night anyway at this point. It's like a residential area you're kind of in. And you see people, there's like broken glass on the streets. You see there's like furniture being thrown out of a couple of buildings. A few people like, you know, hold, like you see people at the doorway like holding like, improvised weapons like clubs and things like that. And you see that there is 5 of these like long purple skinned creatures. They have these like big wings. They're like flying alongside big long like halberds, or like, but even like I think like tridents. Actually, a lot of them have big like spiked tridents, like big pitchforks, and they're covered in these big long barbs all across the back of their head, all the way down the back, along their wings, and along their long like snake thick tail. There's about 5 of these creatures, and they are all harassing people inside the buildings. Apart from one which is currently in the middle of the center, which is currently in melee with Savra Bellabranter, who is fighting off these on her own at the minute, or doing her best to. Savra looks bloodied, as does the assailant she is currently fighting.
Oh shit!
All right. Initiative.
Roll initiative as you hop out of your cab. I'll get you a little impromptu battle map thrown up in a second here. Find your tokens.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to remember if I ever had a Savra token. I think I did at some point. He's not actually a C, really. As in, she's not really like an NPC. That's what I mean.
She's a real girl.
I was about to say, surely not an NPC is a PC. in
She's
which
not a
case-
statted.
Okay.
She got like a common person, common human stats.
She's a
hit
level
across.
20 paladin, and if she
common.
dies, I'm gonna riot.
Non-human.
A common of 10 across.
Just draft up a quick D&D Beyond character.
Have you seen
I've
the
done
thing where it's like, not in support of cults, but it does double your hit points if you join one?
Right?
Yeah, feels about right.
Okay. I will bring you over this lovely little battle map we just thrown together.
Oh yeah.
They've thrown it together.
Oh
like magic.
shit.
You guys have just hopped out of a cab, which is kind of pulled up along the street here. You know, use your fucking imagination. There's houses everywhere along this square. Look at these houses. Wow.
Wow.
They are so high
You
quality.
know what? These houses just pop up in no time nowadays.
Yeah, it's true.
Look, there's another one.
Technology. Eh?
Alrighty. Yeah, that'll probably do. Yeah, you see Savra is currently fighting. She is injured. She's pretty badly bloodied herself, as is the assailant she's currently doing battle with. And yeah, you hop off, and I will get a wee turn order thrown up here. I'll start with my initiatives for the bad boys. Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Oh my God, 7. I got like the highest dexterity, and like I always get the lowest initiative. That's so lucky.
Let me roll mine again and I'll adjust it to 12 just because it'll be easier.
I can add everyone's turns if that helps.
Of course, I get a nat 20 on the dummy one.
We're just gonna roll one roll for all the bad boys.
Oh, good.
Oh, I got a 920. Boom.
Yeah, no, that wasn't on my actual initiative roll though, as I just
Oh, really?
mentioned. Yeah, because I rolled a 12. I just clicked my token, rolled it, so it'd be.
Yeah.
Esvele and Gabriella, what are yours?
And now you've
Gabrielle.
wasted that nat 20.
I'll have another one.
Do you get that?
Fucking do it again.
Whenever I roll a nat 20 for something unimportant, I'm like, damn it, I wasted one. Like, it's not the same chance every single time.
It's not. I've used it now. I'm only going to roll a finite number of nat 20s in my life, and there's one of them gone.
It's true. He's not wrong.
Last session, I swear to God, I rolled ones so fucking often, and then the one nat 20 I rolled was on the dumbest thing that, like, did not matter at all. I was like, of course. Of course.
Butter eating challenge.
I swear the dice can sense when rolls are important.
Oh yeah,
Like, they
of course
know.
can.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course they can.
They can
That's
smell
Definitely a
it.
thing.
D&D Beyond has a feature built into it where it it asks for permission for your microphone. So obviously you're like, oh come on, it needs to be a high roll and stuff like that. They're listening, you know. Gotta be.
And
So you gotta-
Avery knows as well,
Yeah.
because in group 1 I've just rolled initiative to be against the big bad in our long-term play-by post, and I got a nat 1. Of course.
Well,
Do you
after I
think
know
you
who
need
the
to,
DM
like-
is, you can
Wizard
them.
Maybe you need to
Wasn't
reverse
it?
psychology, you know, just be there like, oh, I don't even care what I get in this roll.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to fail this. I need to fail this to get that one.
I'm mask enough.
Then it's like, alright, I'll be nice, I'll give them the one they want.
So you guys pull up to the party pal, and I'll pilot this cab. It's not the most stealthy drop off. The cabbie sees what's going on.
As
Like,
we
get out, get out, get out, get out of my fucking carriage right now. If you want to stay, stay. I'm leaving. And he like, yeah, like it comes up.
You know what? Fair enough.
Does draw a little bit of attention. The Spine Devils whip around from their, minor assailants that they're kind of like dealing with. It looks like no one's quite dead. There's a lot of injured people, but no one is actually being fully murdered yet. Yet indeed. But the Spine Devils will whip around, seeing that they're now being a little bit outnumbered. More people have just arrived before Savage is one person on their own. Luckily, you guys are, because I'm so nice, I put you just outside the fucking reach of their flight. So instead, they'll pounce on Savra to try to deal with the threat that's closest to them. So 3 of them are going to pile on Savra immediately. And the other one's going to fly and meet your outer flanks, which I've put as Gabrielle and Logan, but, you guys can adjust your orientation kind of as you see fit. I'm imagining you've just spilled out of a carriage.
Logan would have been out first.
Yeah, I imagine Gabriella as well, based on the situation and seeing Savra. So I will do my 3 attacks against Savra initially. These have multi-attack. They are going to try to bite and stab her. Bites. Stabs. 1 gets through her plate mail for 3 piercing damage. And then all of them fly back with their flyby effect and provoke new opportunity attacks as they start flying around, dodging. These ones that have moved towards you guys have moved, I believe, about 20 foot more or less to get to you. So they use half the movement speed. They're going to do a bite and a fork, and then they're going to fly back. So this is for Gabriella, bite and a fork. And then for Logan, bite and a fork. And then they will fly back. 5, 10,
I can't see the rolls.
Yeah,
5,
he's
10, 15, 20. I'll call them out for
whispering to
you.
DM.
So they are Logan at 12 and 14, Gabriella at 15
Yes.
and 12.
Oh, AC 11, baby.
Okay, you get hit by both. That is 9 damage in total, 4 slashing, 5 piercing. I don't know why it's based from DM. It says public. Gabriella, with that, it is now your turn. These creatures fly away so quickly, as quick as they flew up to you, that you can't even like get a chance to attack them back.
Alright. Can I cast...
Sure.
God fucking damn it, Sam. No, wait. Could I cast Hypnotic Pattern in such a way as to target the it's a 30-foot cube. Could I cast it in a way so to hit the three spine devils on the left of Savra without hitting her?
There are civilians in these buildings.
That's fine. The civilians can go on a little trip.
Yeah,
They're already seeing devils like attack their homes.
Yeah.
Maybe this will help them, you know?
There's
They'll be
sweet
like,
relief.
it was all just
There's one
in my
woman
brain.
in there who's like, you know, like all the videos you see on Facebook, and it's like something like horrific happening, and there's a woman screaming from behind the camera. It's one of those women in there, and you like aim it towards her a little bit more.
Alright.
Chill the fuck out.
You'll basically like wave her hand and conjure up this swirling pattern of red, grey ash, and like fucking red fire to create a pattern.
Okay, yeah. They need to make wisdom saves.
Wisdom saving throws, yes.
They will use their magic resistance to gain
Motherfucker.
advantage because they are devils.
Bitch.
That is a 15 and not 20 and a 19, motherfucker. They didn't come the fucking climb.
So one fails.
Oh, the civilians, the woman screaming still, she also got a nat 20. She's like screaming louder now. You hear her say, Philip, get the illusion camera!
DC 16.
DC 16, okay, cool. So let's say that is, we'll go from top to bottom then. So the furthest one away from you, that's the one Sabra had stabbed before. And it's bloodied, it's a bit dazed and confused. It's just stunned, isn't it, for...
No, it's
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
And then she will move away. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, she backs it up.
And that'll be her turn.
You see a few of the civilians standing on the doorstep, just all like, same with the devils, sort of like eyes rolled back, like they lull around. Yeah, Logan.
Logan will... So are these on the ground, or...
They are
up in the
flying
air?
like 5 foot off the ground, so they're still within reach of you right now. Yeah, they're like flying around, causing chaos and stuff. They're not like, you know, most of them are fine. Like they're healthy, not worried about being attacked. You know,
Cool.
most
1,
people look like they've been
2.
attacking, haven't been buffering hit them.
I'm going to move to these two.
Yep.
And I'm going to hit the one to the south with my war pick.
Go for it.
Or at least try. 17.
17 hits. Damage.
9 piercing, and I'll smite
Do
that
that
as well.
paladin thing. They are fiends, so they will receive an extra d8, please.
Certainly. 11.
Very nice. Yeah, that is critical after that strike. And you see it like whimpers and shies away from you.
And I've got extra attack now, haven't I? Woo, do it again.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it again. Same one.
Hits.
23.
Yep.
12 damage.
12 damage.
Beautiful.
Any smite?
Nope.
Righty. You see your magical war pick carves through the thing's resistances, and your lovely spellcasting goes a step further as well. And yet this thing just collapses just in agony, and just melts into a pool of just like bubbling, like sulphurous liquid at your feet, and vanishes, just she dissolves away into nothing. Steam and hellfire and brimstone.
He'll turn back to the group and be like, we're not taking this one. And point to the
Well,
bubble.
just mess them up.
Okay. And that's it from Logan.
Savra will close the distance towards the one who she was attacking before. She takes her greatsword and she swings twice. She hits with the second attack for 13, and she just fucking takes his head off. And then she does it like
Not that
dissolves
one either,
and
I guess.
but, I mean, she doesn't know what your fucking plan is. She's been fighting for her life. You don't know how many she's killed, because whenever they like dissolve and disappear, they literally turn into like nothing. It's just like, you know, a bit of powder on the floor, but like nothing, you know, strange. It's like literally they turn to like that like yellow sulphurous dust on the ground. unlike demons, which turn into that like demon ichor.
She managed to send a text.
She sent it as she was going.
Oh shit.
She probably sent it en route. It was like, shit's happening.
It is funny to imagine just like fighting with one hand and trying to like write with the other.
Shadowclaw.
Cool. Is this guy here? Is it critical? This guy here.
None of them are critical at the minute because 2 of them are dead.
Most
Okay, so
critical of all.
So this one is still full of health, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. I think Logan's got that one. I'm gonna go use steady aim. So I can move, get advantage, and I'm gonna go and attack this one here with my crossbow.
Sure. 55-foot shot.
23. 14 plus 14. So that's 28 damage. Boom! Clink.
Yeah, just direct contact to the fucking thing.
It's magical. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it's a magical crossbow.
It does make a difference. If it was not magical, it would have had resistance. But yeah, you hit this thing square in the face, and it, like everyone's, dissolves away into sulfurous dust.
And then I'm going to use my feature, Whales of the Grave, and then I'm going to do 2d6 damage to this motherfucking hair.
Right.
And he just takes it.
Yep, he just takes it.
Where's the dice here? Let's see. Is it 2 or 3? Oh. Stop check. It is... Shit, I couldn't see. For the grave. Oh, no, this one. Sorry, 2d6, yeah. 2d6.
Yep.
So, boom. So it takes 10 damage. Necrotic.
Lovely. Yeah, he looks bloodied, looks injured, after that attack. Like lashes across its back from you. Anything else?
Cool.
Shadowclaw.
No, that's it. Then I stay where I am. And my turn.
It's Vele.
Yep, I'm gonna run up to this guy on the right. Going to start stabbing him. What about non-lethally start stabbing him? I guess. I'm allowed to do that, right? Allowed to non-lethally stab people.
Well, yeah, you can non-lethally try to knock them unconscious. Yeah, you do 12 piercing damage, you plunge it in. Are you using any of your bardic flourishes at all, or...? You could add to
Yeah,
your
why
AC
not?
or
I'll do a
push it back.
defensive flourish.
Sure, roll me your bardic inspiration dice then, please. Do extra damage and add it to your AC. Five plus 5 to your AC. Lovely. And it does 5 damage. This thing is bloodied, but still standing, flapping its wings there in front of you. It like snarls at you.
That's not even really a snarl, but okay. And then I gotta hit him again, because 2 weapon fighting. Right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got 2 weapon fighting, but you also are like 5th level now, so you might even have an extra attack. Are you 5th level, I guess? I think you're 5th level. Yeah.
Yeah, bards get, swords bard get extra attack at 6th level.
Ah, sure.
And rapiers aren't light weapons, so you wouldn't get 2 weapon fighting.
I think she has a feat.
Have you got the?
She's got dual wielder, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Hang on.
Cool.
I have something.
If you have dual wielder, then yeah, you're good.
I think you got the dual wielder feat. Just double check. Pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I have dual wielder.
Yeah. So she
Nice.
she's kind of open
Yeah.
build initially. That most OP you can be for a swords board. Yeah, and if one fight bites non-lethally active, since you knock it
Non-lethally.
unconscious, you whip it in the face, and
I
yeah,
non-lethally stab him in the face.
yeah, he blacks out, falls to the ground, unmoving, but still corporeal in this plane of existence.
And she will call over to Logan. Got one, you can kill that one.
On it.
And yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. End of Zvele's turn. Top of the round is the Spine Devils, of which there's only 2 left, one of which is unconscious, one of which will try to cut up Logan.
Disadvantage on me from the protection from evil and good.
Lovely. I think both will miss. It will then fly by and fly 40 foot up.
Oh shit, didn't mean to do that.
Sends up 40 foot. Logan.
Oh, you.
I think it's my turn.
Oh, no, sorry, Gabriella. Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
Gabriella.
it's Gabriella, then Logan.
Thank you. She would aim up and she'd shoot two Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it.
There we go. First. And second. Damn. 15?
Mhm.
Does that hit for 12?
15 will hit for 12. You blast up towards it, and it just makes contact, and you see it just spiral. And as it like spirals down, just like showers the courtyard in sulfurous dust. And yeah, you guys are out of initiative.
Alright, secure that one. We got some questions.
I've got devil juice in my eye. 1 second. I shouldn't have looked at it as it came down.
For the first time, we've got some kind of juice in your eye, is it?
Right, though, way less fun now. Okay. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Good. Sever, are you right?
Yep, I'm okay. A bit fucked up. As she says that, you see a spiritual trident forms behind her, and chink, just like goes through her back.
No.
As she takes it plus.
She dead.
Not dead. I don't know.
Just quit.
Bloody before. Takes 5 damage. She's only bloody. She's now critical.
Did any of us notice who cast
You guys can make a perception check if you want to look around for where this spell might have come from, by all means. It looks like if Savra takes a hit like that again, she's gonna die. So you have all got, like, basically a turn to find this hidden assailant.
18.
They're still checking on it. They're, crumbled. Yep, that one. You all see in a nearby alleyway, crouched down, this human woman. She's got like robes, like up, like kind of hiding behind a bin. She's like skulking around there. She sees that you like all like immediately turn and see her, and she's like, and she just like turns to start to run. We'll do a I'll quickly drop her initiative and see where she falls, and then we'll Yeah, not one. Yeah, you guys easily can catch up to this woman, because they'll have a full round.
Easy.
Yeah.
If finding her was an action, can I bonus action healing word?
Sure.
Just to try and make her a little less critical.
Yep. You healing word Sabra.
5.
Yep. She gets back the wound that previously had harmed her. She's kind of back up to where she was when you guys first got here, more or less.
All right.
And then you guys close the distance. You surround this individual. Very, very quickly. I mean, are you guys gonna go to town, or what's the plan?
Gabriella has to hold person as she approaches.
Oh, great call. Yeah, I'll make a save. Wisdom save, yeah.
DC 17.
Oh, wow.
I'm using the wand for this.
We should also probably tie up that devil who's
19?
unconscious, by the way.
Succeeds.
Motherfucker, why do I have spells with saves? What's the fucking point?
Sullivan, tie that one up, will you? The devil.
Yeah, she would...
Sure.
You're good with the ropes.
Sure.
Yes.
Are we not going to get the taste of that woman over there?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
I will chase after. So, have we surrounded this woman?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can surround her. She will. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't think do any of you have spiritual weapon as like a thing? Like do you have it, Logan? I've never seen you use it.
No.
Okay. I mean, like, it's a pretty simple spell. Even if you, like, tie her down, it's gonna last a minute, and she can just keep moving it as long as she's conscious.
Got it. Make her unconscious.
Unconscious.
Or, convince her to not do it. But, like, if you...
Step 1, try to convince her. Step 2,
Look,
unconscious.
Convince her. Yeah.
I have a proposition for you. Either you come with us, the easy way, or the painful way. And I would not want to, put you through the painful way.
Make me an intimidation check. With the advantage, goes to shit all over her devils.
26, I can add a d4. 28, I can add a d4 to that.
She
That's
puts her
nice.
hands up, drops her dagger. She has no intention of doing anything. She's like, "Oh, you don't need to hurt me.
Alright. She
Couldn't have just been in it for the hit points then. No, fine.
put the mana close on her.
Okay, you like shackle her. Yep. Savra like wipes like the blood from her like chest and back a little bit. It's like, fuck. Thanks for coming. I don't think I could have held out much longer on my own.
Of course, only natural.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pat Savra on the shoulder and use 10 points of lay on hands.
She is looking a bit more healthy.
And then she looked at him and was like, "So, what were you doing here? Why did you decide to rock up with a few devils?"
Before
and
we start
us?"
asking questions, it may be a good time for me to mention I can cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, you could do that. That would be wonderful.
And
I'll tie up the devil. Oh,
is it wise to maybe wait till the devil wakes up? I
Uh,
mean, I can do it twice.
It's the evening. We'll go to bed after this.
So I will cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Can I first cast Bane?
Certainly. With some saving throw for the B, and they got a 2.
Wonderful.
With the
So
Zone of Truth,
minus
they get an
1d4
8.
from the. Nice. They are not rolling well. Are you using a d20 or a d8 for this? Because
Don't
they've
know.
not rolled above it. They've not rolled higher than an 8 yet, have they?
Yeah, I was actually
No
rolling
double
with Sabra's
digits
stats
for
there,
them.
but even with their +1, it doesn't really matter.
Also, anyone within 15 foot of that woman, also you gotta make your save.
Yeah, I will. I would be close to her because I've just done the Bane at a step forward, not knowing how Zone of Truth works. What's the save for? Is it Charisma save?
Yeah, 14.
No, it's charisma. Yeah,
Oh, it is
Gabriella failed.
22.
Oh wait, no. Wait, hold up. What did I roll? I rolled.
Untouched by the zone.
Yeah, Gabriella is speaking the truth.
Yeah, well, normally speaks the
Alright.
truth.
Indeed. So let's take it from the top, and feel free to answer all the questions if you want. We will force you. So, what were you doing here, and why? Who sent you?
I was here to kill her. She looks at Sabra.
Why?
Who sent you, and why?
Doesn't answer. Realizes after she speaks the first time, she's like, stops talking.
As I said, if you want answer, we will have to make you answer.
Go ahead then.
And I'm sure.
Go ahead. Make me.
Who
Goody
else to do the
two-shoes.
torture? Alright. Savor, you might want to turn around for this to have deniability.
Okay, that really doesn't sound good.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna walk up and whisper in this person's ear. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm trying to think of a way to do command with one word to be answer truthfully, but I'll let me think on it.
I mean, you
No,
could
just
like,
make me
you
think
could
about
literally
it.
have someone ask a question, and then you could then command answer.
Answer, yeah.
Oh,
That would definitely be an appropriate way of using it.
if I was to use confess, then presumably I'd get 6 seconds worth of.
Yeah, 6 seconds confession. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll cast command.
Okay, they
with
still had
Confess.
Bane up. Is command concentration?
It's not concentration now.
Perfect.
So a
Is it
DC 15 wisdom save.
From 1 to
Yeah.
4, take what, a 3.
Brilliant.
Jesus Christ, this woman's shit. She will say,
Having a rough time.
my name is Geisha Umphreys. I was sent by Lord Castellanter to kill a member of the Order of the Gauntlet who was causing a lot of trouble.
Well,
And then she's like, I shouldn't have said that. Immediately after.
I shouldn't have said that. Hagrid style.
She briefly
not
morphs
said
into
that.
Hagrid.
things can't be simple, can they?
Okay, so as you've just told us some very juicy information, I think it's very much in your best interests to tell us all of the information you know, because you are no longer an ally of Lord Castellanter. I think we can agree this now, right? You just kind of bared your soul. So tell us more, we can protect you. I will do a deception check because I have no intention of protecting this woman.
Reduce. As you see her say, like, you know, the I shouldn't have said that kind of thing, and you start speaking to her, it becomes very apparent very quickly
Uh-oh.
that this woman has died.
Oh.
Like, her brain just got switched off.
She had like a
guess.
contract to Castellanter.
Okay.
I mean, you made an Arcana check.
Okay. I'll do that. My is very bad, but
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what's
yeah,
And
no,
make an
yeah.
Arcana check to see if what would have done that, yeah?
Oh,
Enzvele is
is
the only
it?
one who picks up. Yeah, there's a spell, Geas. It's an
Hang on,
enchantment spell.
I can't hear you over the dragon that appears.
There's a spell, Geas. It's a enchantment spell that basically, you're basically charmed by an individual, and if they act in a manner that directly counters the instructions, they suffer psychic damage. So potentially this person was told to, you know, not give away, like, the identity of their employer or whatever, or who sent them to do it, or, like, you know, whatever that was. Something they've done is probably, like, that would be the most logical thing. Or maybe some kind of contingency spell, where if this person was, you know, mentioned like someone or did something wrong, then another spell could target them or could have an effect on them. But that would have to be probably, that spell would have to be pre-cast and ready to go. And then again, but that it's obvious the damage was psychic damage. There was no apparent flare of magic, or, you know, no, there wasn't like an arrow that came down from a nearby rooftop. Like their brain just like, it's like. Was just
Would I
overload.
know what kind of like power level that spell is?
Geas is 5th level, Contingency is 6th level. Those are the first two that you can kind of immediately think of. There are probably more. There are like Wish and things like that. Well, Natch 20, you know all the spells that could be appropriate to this. But the
can I search your body?
two that
See
I'm
if
going to
there's
give you
anything-
are going to be those ones, because it's one of them.
Yeah, can I search your body to see if there's anything like a letter or like a deal or
Yeah,
anything?
she notably
Isabella
doesn't
will,
have anything useful
Tell
on
the
her
others
body.
what she knows.
Yeah, she doesn't have any. She literally has a dagger, some cult robes, a pouch of coins containing 12 silver pieces. She also has 5 empty vials, which are stained red.
Okay.
oh.
Does the robe and the dagger, does it resembles the one that we found in Castellanter's?
Similar in
Mention.
style, but notably nowhere near as fine. A lot more like
Do
hodgepodge
the
kind of put
vials
together.
have any like liquid left in them so they could be like smelt or tasted?
Yeah,
to
you
see
can
what
taste
they
them if
are?
you want.
I don't know if I do, considering this person is trying to kill people.
I'll
casually
taste
take
one.
this 12 gold.
They
Top
feel
silver.
Until he holds out the potion, is like, somebody taste this.
metallic, irony taste of blood.
Well, now that spice things up, no? And then I look at Severa. I was like, why do you think that the Castellantes will be after trying to kill you?
Well, we were doing a little bit of looking into them, as a result of a few things that Gabriella had asked as well.
Oh,
threaten
fair
any,
enough.
strange devil things. Unfortunately, I can start the long, arduous process of, gathering information to get warrant for a search and questioning of, dealing with this. But unfortunately, devil worship isn't illegal in Waterdeep.
However, someone did try to kill you, and we did
And
cast.
that person is dead.
But I'm pretty sure your word is.
Not to be
Has some weight to
bloodthirsty,
it.
but I think Lord Castlelantern needs to die.
I would have no grounds to do anything of that sort. But if you want to do anything on the table, she holds her hand and goes like, I wouldn't be in any place to stop you. Unfortunately, all the evidence we have, this woman has nothing on her that links her to him, apart from something she said while compelled in result of truth.
Is there any more people around? Any witnesses? Any commoners around that heard this?
Roll
That
me
woman who
d20.
was
Luck roll
screaming
d20. Let's
earlier.
see.
Did 20. Pow. 18.
She was like down an alleyway. The only witness who had seen her was one of the this young 4-year-old child that had come out to listen. But luckily, the mother of the child had come around the corner just as she said that. And you kind of look around, you spot her.
Well, it seems like we do have a witness besides yourself and us. Plus, we do have that devil tied up over there.
Indeed, but if you haven't forgot, we are under contract. So,
You are, not me and Sveli.
The group
So
is
technically-
the group is
the group.
they signed on behalf of your group.
We are.
Am
Yeah,
I
it's-
part of the group?
Yes.
I did. How? Wow. But how can they sign? I wasn't there. How can they? How, I
Because we
did not
represent
consent to this.
Do you want the money or not? Simple enough. But point is thus. I believe that if we lay out that things like this are off the table, and if something were to happen to several of our associates, that we negate any of our endeavors, I believe that Lord Castellanter is desperate enough for his.
I think Lord Castlelantern is intelligent enough that he will find loopholes upon loopholes.
Fair enough.
I think we need to. Is
I
any way
will also
maybe
say,
can-
by the way, that when the woman dies, you look over to the devil and they are gone.
Damn it.
They
fuck.
just disappear as if the spell that was holding them has been lost. I've just
Okay,
had to
well,
double check. Yeah,
we'll
unfortunately,
still
that was concentration.
Also arranging it.
I'm not comfortable leaving this man.
No, take it. Except can you take this to, I don't know, to your people and keep it safe as an evidence as well? The robe, the empty bottles of potion, whatever's in here.
I'll call the guards and have them
Dagger.
do a routine look around and see if we can start getting grounds.
And also maybe start getting a statement for this woman as well.
I can try, but look, the Castlanders are a big, powerful family. Stirring up this level of trouble, it's not advisory. If it doesn't go well for us, they have a lot of contacts of people who, and she looks to the body, might try to, get rid of us. This was clearly a trap. I came because I heard they were attacking civilians. When I got here, they all began to turn around on me. You got here luckily just a little bit after, otherwise I might not have made it.
Alright, so hear me out. Keep your investigations under wraps for now, as we did with the Blackstaff. And it would be advisory to reveal all we found if we manage to build up a proper case.
Yes, or maybe just go and, just like Gabriel said, just do all of this and then keep it within Blackstaff and ourselves. Don't
Yes.
let this go out, explode.
For now, I would suggest playing along with the Castlanters, and at some point manage to figure out how to dispose of this.
Or we could do a little bit of blackmailing to customers. Say, listen, we've got all of this. No one knows about it yet. Only key people. Give
Be
us the
very
stone.
Usually those who tend to blackmail powerful people tend to disappear quite quickly. In my experience.
So, with your contract,
With our
Does it-
contract.
well, I haven't even read the contract, so I don't know what this is. I don't know how I can be. part
We
of it,
we
but-
read through it as we came out.
We read through
Gabriella
it.
showed you.
Yes.
So you'd be aware
Anyway.
you have 2 days to find an alternative way to see the souls of the kids. If so, Victoria will give you the eye and gives up his own claim for the Enigma and yada yada yada. If nothing can be done in the 2 days, you will acquire the gold for the Castlanters and give it them good time with the items that were taken from Castlander Villa so that the ritual can be completed. And Lord Castland will return the ritual items to the party to do with them as they please, to fully show he has no future, plans or continuations of that kind of thing, just to wipe his hands, the whole thing. And as a reward for helping by donating the money and things back, they will receive this. You'll receive this like stipend till you die, which will set you for life. It's literally like 50 gold a week or like 100 gold a week kind of thing. It's like crazy.
I
What-
wonder
what-
if we could persuade Asmodeus to change the contract.
And if anyone breaks
Yeah.
the contract on either side of this
That's
one,
what I was
it's a $250,000 payment and the besmirchment of the name of the house within this document, which in this case is if someone on the Castlander side breaks the contract for whatever reason, like maybe he doesn't give you back the items, you can then use this document to besmirch their name of like someone who didn't make good on their deal, which would have a negative effect on how they're viewed publicly. But it would also be the Margasters would be the ones who would suffer on your side if you broke this contract. And it is signed clear as day,
Can't
Logan
discredit the
Margaster.
Rosnar family. They already did that to themselves.
I may, as much as I hate to say this, I propose this. For now, we play along with the Castlanters, and if at any point they try to betray us, as in not return the ritual book, or not trying to back out of our deal, I suggest we take them out. If they uphold their contract, we can get back the book as evidence and the robes, and we can build a case afterwards. But trying to investigate them now would jeopardize for one, our mission, and for two, the lives of the children, who are, for me at least, a priority.
I agree with that. However, what is going to stop them from trying to kill us after we've
Well,
given-
if they try and
there's
kill us
there's
afterward-
nothing in the contract that says, hey, you're not allowed to kill them.
I
But
trust them
you
as
know,
far as I could throw them. I still think it's
Yes.
worth seeing if we can make a deal, as much as I hate it, with Asmodeus and see if he's willing to maybe trade parents for children, maybe with a little extra gold on the side.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Yeah,
have a
that-
book that would let you contact us
Yes,
directly.
perhaps we could use that book to have a chat with him, perhaps tonight.
It can't do any harm.
All right. So
I say
suggest-
about contacting the devil of all devils.
All right. So, plan is contact the devil of all devils, see if he's willing to change the contract. If not, search for alternate options. If that fails, we fulfill our contract, and if at any point the Castlanters tried something shady, we take him out. How does that sound?
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
You guys head back
Great.
towards the old familiar.
Also, she looked this out. Also, sir, just stay careful, please.
I'll be fine.
Just,
Thanks for helping.
feel free to tag along with us and split off once we are maybe in the deeper city.
I've gotta get names and stuff if I'm gonna build this case. I can't let
all right,
just sit.
Just stay careful, and if anything happens, send a bird.
I will. If you could let some guards know on the way past the gate, maybe, to come down, that would be great.
Yes. She would do that as they leave.
You guys have to walk back to the gate anyway, and then you can hail a carriage to take you back to the old familiar. Maybe have to let some guards know. Cost you a single silver piece to get back there, and eventually you arrive back at the tavern. And we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back.
Goodbye.
And we're back. Yeah, you guys are all in the old familiar, your lovely little tavern. You've had a little bit of an encounter up in the field ward. Some things have been discovered. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Alright, so let's... From what I understand, the book, or the spell in the book, is only accessible to some spellcasters.
Should be a ritual spellcaster. And traditionally, you have spent 24 hours studying the book to be able to cast it.
Oh shit, yeah. But I just recalled we need to spend like 24 hours studying the book.
I mean, if Esvele would like to put a cram read it, she can.
I would love to try and cram read it.
Sure.
Esvele, how are you feeling about the 24-hour binge reading?
I mean, not excellent, but time is of the essence.
Alright, so how about this? We get you the book, and in the meantime, we try and source all the scrolls and magic we otherwise have.
Let's do it.
Alright.
That's gonna be fun.
So Logan, you go.
Yes.
You and Shadowclaw go to the temple and get that sorted.
Wait, why am I going with Shadowclaw?
Because I will have I'll try and look around the city for a scroll of contact other plane.
But you're the Halls of Justice one.
I'm sure you can handle it on your own. Just find Father Bernard and the one we spoke to yesterday.
Father Bernie.
Father Bernie, yes.
It's still the same night, by the way, so this is technically the evening, unless you guys want a long rest.
Yeah.
And that's the case,
Yeah,
is Valley staying all night up to read. Like,
I think we're gonna go. I think at the moment we're discussing what the plan is for the next 24 hours.
That's
so
fine.
it's still the night.
yeah, it's still the night
I
before.
don't think we've. I've got no intention of doing anything before a long rest.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get up in the morning, and Isveli's just gonna be there with like 17 cups of coffee next to her. Like, fuck this fucking.
Shaking like.
I've got some snuff if you want. The good stuff.
Wake up.
Oh no, I've got no more of the good stuff, but I probably know a guy.
No more of the good stuff. Maybe some bad stuff.
Oh, lots of that.
Alright, so... Alright, yeah, sure. That sounds like a plan. I'm sure we can fit it in 2 days. Yeah, definitely.
I've got a little theory here as well. Obviously, yes, I understand that, Savra and there's a lot of people looking to the Castellantis, but we've also... I'm assuming like we're talking this like somewhere private.
Sure, you can be up
On
in
a
your upstairs
swimming
and study if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really need to stop talking about all this sensitive information just in a tavern.
I mean, we did give Savra one of the pieces of the, the item.
I think
Has it got any relevance? Do you think perhaps somehow she found out that she has one of these, and that means?
But in that case, I think they wouldn't try to kill her, right? They would try and capture her and find out.
Yes, that makes sense.
Maybe they were trying to capture her by knocking her out, like we did with the devil.
Yeah, what if when we asked under Zone of Truth what they were doing, they said to kill her.
Oh yeah. Kill.
Oh yes.
Fair
Maybe
point.
they're gonna kill her after.
It didn't look like she was gonna take her alive when she stabbed her with that trident.
Yeah. Well,
We
I'm
should
gonna go
be
check on
careful,
Bosco
though.
anyway.
We don't know how many other people might be under those kind of
Yeah.
spells.
Fair.
Also, there's a lot of people coming in and out this tavern every day, so I wouldn't be surprised if
Not as many as we'd hope.
No,
it only takes one of them to come in here.
I mean, like, you're not in the main tavern at the minute, but like, when you last passed through, there was a good few people. You never really give your guests much scrutiny. You never really have expressed any who's in here right now, what's going on, apart from maybe when the dwarves appeared, with the they started making a fuss.
No, it'd be very easy for someone to sneak in as a little mouse and then just hide in the corner and just hear us talking about everything.
It's probably safe to assume that we're being watched, at least in some way.
100%.
Logan's just gonna flip the bird in a big circle
Around
around
the
him,
room.
and then uses divine sense.
Sure.
Celestial fiend undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover. Or anything that's affected by
That's
the
not an
spell.
instant answer. I don't like that.
He always checks. He always looks it up.
I always have to double check.
It's a shame we don't have a shared uncommon language. I suppose all of us speak thieves' cant, or undercommon.
Do you all speak Elvish, perhaps?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh,
It's a trading language.
yes, I know.
Sure. So,
You
do
divine
not-
sense, you look around. There is a fiendish presence on the windowsill. And you look out, there is a little raven out there.
Oh,
There you go.
Well, only
Cool.
Logan knows this. If you guys are all reacting to it,
Logan wouldn't mention anything. Do I recognize this as being someone in particular's raven? Have I seen this with anyone? Or anybody
Give me
using?
a history check.
Can you tell ravens apart?
Nature check.
No, but if I know that, like,
is a Finnish
Castellaneta uses a raven as a.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
never, you've
Weird
never
looking
seen
fucking crow.
Lord Castellanter with like a raven on his shoulder or any raven iconography. House Rosnar's symbol. I think.
Nothing.
It's not is it a raven?
It's a bird. Definitely
It's
a
a
bird.
bird.
That'd be that with a 6.
I mean,
That's
at
his
this point-
biggest leap. Is the other family of devilish ties, and they have a bird as their fucking house symbol.
Yeah, so he would, knowing that that's a fiend, he wouldn't say it in Infernal or Abyssal, but he'd say it in Elvish. So he would say, there is a blackbird with a fiendish presence on the windowsill.
Garbel would reply in Elvish.
It's us.
Well, a black bird, you say, or a raven, or
Yeah.
a
Blackbird.
blackbird, a blackbird.
Blackbird.
A bird.
Should I try talking at it?
And he'll go, look, and he'll point at the bird.
Should I try talking at it in
The
Infernal?
bird flies off. That's the thing, like prepared to.
Well,
Shit.
never mind. Yep. So
I could. Never mind. I could have cast a spell on that to maybe track it.
Why
But,
are we
um,
tracking a bird?
it had a fiendish aura on it.
Yeah,
Makes
maybe a flamingo? No, familial?
Familiar.
Sure.
Can I
we
go
should
close the curtains?
Sure. You draw them.
Maybe we should turn this into
That's
like a
what
sacred
kind of-
ground. You know, ask
Maybe-
somebody to sanctify this tavern.
Yeah, maybe. The only problem is Shadow Claw might get fucking kicked out.
Me as well. Wait a minute.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe put that on as part of Plan B.
Although
Okay,
I
so-
can enter a church.
So, tomorrow, me and Shadowclaw, to Halls of Justice, to do the Legend Lori, whatever it is, spell. You will go looking for a scroll of Contact Other Plane. I will think very carefully about bless you type stuff overnight while I'm sleeping. And then we'll somehow know it in the morning.
Alright.
And Svile, are you pulling an all-nighter?
Pulling an all-nighter to read a demon's script, apparently.
Rather you
Devil's
than me. Although, you know, just imagine you're in a cafe, you're waiting for your food to arrive, you're just passing the time with a book. Except you've got the fucking weirdo in the kitchen and ordering food takes 9 hours.
You might even manage a full cycle of meals.
Hold on, but can Isveli read
Yes, I
this
can
language?
read.
It's an
Well,
No,
infernal.
gentlemen, means
what
this
a
language.
bird.
It's an infernal.
I
So I'll
cannot
have
read
to-
that.
So I'll have to stay here and transcribe it.
Unless you know any spells that can make me understand it.
Mm,
They definitely
not that
exist.
I-
Comprehend languages is a spell you're going to Google search right now.
Probably none that'll last an entire day.
Unless you had a magic item that would allow you to comprehend them indefinitely.
That would very much help us a lot. But never mind.
So we need to get scrolls of comprehend languages as well.
Or a helm of comprehend
helm.
languages.
Oh, hang on.
Like, that allows you to cast it at will.
Way.
That is
Ah,
something the
well.
Black Staff could source for you, probably. But again, it could take her some time.
That's good.
How
How
long
much?
does
How long does it?
comprehend languages last regularly? Like an hour?
An hour, 1 hour. So you'd have to
How-
buy 24 level 1 scrolls.
How
Which
many?
I don't
How
know
much
how
is?
to do is expensive.
The annoying thing is, I could learn the spell, but I can't, because I'm a bard, so we can't switch spells.
If you were just looking to buy a helm of comprehend languages, you'd hunt around. It probably costs you to get like 500 gold to buy, roughly.
Oh
for-
shit! We can just buy that.
Yeah, it's not like it's an uncommon item. It's like,
Oh.
but you know, you would have to spend some downtime looking for someone selling it, because it's not like you walk into a fucking magic emporium and it's like, ah yes, welcome to Tesco's where we have everything you possibly could
To
need.
Argos, like in the
Oh,
catalog.
you need
I
a
want that
wand?
one.
Please go to our wand aisle. Oh, you're looking for helms? The helm aisle would be.
I would argue that our Tesco's is exactly like looking for magic items. You want a green bell pepper? Not in your fucking life.
All right.
So really, truly, I think this thing about finding a solution in 2 days is not going to be viable. Really, is it?
Okay,
I think-
so 1 moment. Let's just send a paper bird to the Black Staff. Ask for this immediately. Yes? Okay, cool.
But it might take her longer. But yeah, sure.
You might
I'll-
as
I'll
well
try.
see if they've got one lying around.
Yeah, I'll send the bird. Also, quick question. Speaking of birds, could Gabriel make a check to see if the bird that was sitting on the window still could overhear their conversation? If it was, if
Make an insight check.
How good's
interesting.
bird hearing?
I mean, if it was a familiar, then he
Has anybody heard about the
I'll leave the
bird?
D4 to that.
13, Gabriella. I mean, the glass is single pane. You guys were, being as animated as you normally are. You weren't like hushed tones and whispering. It's possible. Could have heard a few things.
I'm just slightly concerned that the bird overheard our conversation and that the stone that's with Savra may be compromised.
Yeah, we need to get that back. Like, as soon as.
I'll go now. I'm rather fresh, so I'll just.
Yeah, okay, I'll come with you. We can ride Humphrey.
I'm going to
No.
check with Bosco,
Yes.
actually. I'm going to go upstairs and see if he's okay.
All right.
Just to be on the safe side.
I'll go get Humphrey. And
case-
Logan's going out to get his camera.
As well, would you be ever so kind and just pen a letter to the Black Staff for the comprehend languages? Helmet. Thank you. Alright. God damn it. Let's go. I'm tired. After this, I'm just getting 8 hours sleep.
Devils just write their books in common.
Right? Look at Infernal. Who thought that was a good idea for a script?
Logan turns up outside the window that the bird was on,
Yep.
looking almost in control of Humphrey. Giddy, no.
So the study that you're on is on the first floor, not the ground floor. So
Oh.
he's actually stood on the hump to get enough height to be visible. So just his chin there, and you can hear them speaking through the window,
Hey, I can hear you.
and you hear him speaking
through
through.
the window.
Your paladin
let's
appears
get-
to be floating.
Oh god, let's get going then. Quick.
I think they call it humping. I'm on.
Yeah,
on.
Sure. Gabriel would basically just go as quickly as possible to the temple of Tyr.
I'll write a very nice letter to the Black Staff. Please, 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 can we borrow a comprehend languages hat?
Yep. That never fear bird can be marked off your stack if that's what you're
Yep. I'm assuming someone gave me one of those because I don't have any.
Yeah. Ooh, I think it would just be on a pile for.
I mean, if someone needs to keep track, she gave you a finite number.
How many did she give
I
us?
think she gave you like 5 or 6. She gave you like a little book of them, didn't she?
A stack.
She didn't give you like
I've been
infinite.
playing a lot of Minecraft. If you say a stack, I'm gonna think it's 64.
Yeah.
Not 64. Does that help?
They don't take up enough space to be
It's like
stacks of
25.
anyway.
What about a stack of like 16, like eggs?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I rolled for them, so I'll tell you right now. I think you had 9. But I rolled a 6 on a d6, I'm pretty sure, so you had 9 in total. They're in this little box, like a little nice box, lovely little parchment. You write your message, hold it up,
Right, my pretty please, magic hat.
send it off. After a little bit of time as Vela, you get a reply, and it says that she'll have it ready for you in the morning.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
It's a very common item, she can acquire pretty quickly.
And
And that
Me and
means I get to
Gabriella.
sleep tonight.
Hey.
me and Gabriella, Logan aboard Humphrey, Gabriella, question mark, making our way across town.
Get a lot of
Like,
weird
no way
looks,
across
Logan. Riding a camel through Waterdeep. Not normally a
I'm-
commonly seen creature.
So,
Make
with this being a
way.
controlled mount, but not behaving like a horse, can I have both left legs walking forward and then both right legs, like it looks like people in a camel
Wow.
costume?
Sure.
think
It
it's just
doesn't
gonna
help
really sell
with
it.
the like motion of the ocean that you're like riding on, because you've now got the left and right, and you're almost like on like like going on like the diagonals, like forward and back.
I hate this. Sorry, Humphrey. Okay, we need to do some training somehow. Do you have any Of course you don't have any camel friends. I can't even talk anymore. It's been a long day, Humphrey. Gabriella's not being
Yes.
seen with me. That's oh shit, there you are. Okay, so it's kind of like looking
The
down.
camel's like basically goose stepping along, like both left legs go out, both right legs go out.
If I'm sick, I'm sorry.
She'll take a step to the side.
And because we've not got the bard here. Yeah, we'd probably get there, Logan looking a little green around the gills.
And yeah, you arrive at the halls of justice. I assume we've gone to, or have you gone back
Yes.
up to the field ward?
No, to the halls of justice.
Of
Sure.
justice.
Yeah, you get there. Roll me a d20, see if Sabra's back yet.
Gone.
Bro, why she's dead? She got killed away.
17.
Sabra looks like she's actually pretty just not long from the door herself. She's talking to the priest. You know, she's still like, you know, she got a few of her wounds like bandaged up. Her armor's like half taken off. She's got like her like breastplate probably removed on like the pew next to her, and there's like a lot. She's got bandages all across her like midriff, and her like actual padding and armor underneath, so been torn and damaged. And
Hi, Severa. How are you doing? Feeling better?
oh, you know,
Feeling?
still sore, but yeah, I'll live. Got a little bit of accounts and things sorted, but it's
We need the thing back.
Yes. I wanted to check up on you and also pick up the item that I deposited with you, if you recall.
yep. Think you wanted me to not do that?
Yes. Unless under unless you see me go through what's the name of the spell? Great Restoration.
Yeah, you said you wanted that, so you need to pay that, get that done.
Yeah.
Sick of it.
Look, contingencies are contingencies. We are dealing with a person who can alter
Gabriella's
memories. so-
dumping fucking hundreds of thousands of gold.
This is the
It's
most
been a long
expensive
day and I'm
D&D
running out of
mission ever.
fucking money. Now I know where you fucking brought me. Fucking sugar daddy paying for it. Are you paying
came
for it?
voluntarily. I went to. I plan to go alone. You tag along.
Okay, how would that have worked out? Are you paying for it yourself?
Yeah, I'm paying for it myself.
So what do you need 130 gold from me for?
Because the scroll cost 130 gold more than I have at me as of now.
So you're gonna need more from me in the morning?
Yes.
One moment, he goes outside, goes, fuck me! Comes back in, pops 2 gold in the thing. Sorry about that.
Here, forgive us, my child.
You know, the old me would not have been able to hold that in.
Hey, you're making progress.
You can stop talking.
You can mark down 100 gold, Gabriella. She subject herself to greater restoration, and then Savra will reach into her boot and pulls out an eye of galore, which she's hidden in there.
Thank you. Alright, so rest up and I'll be in touch, alright?
I will. Like I said, this could take a while, but we'll see what we can do. Again, apart from the attack, nothing necessarily that has, nothing concrete,
Alright. As I said, just, take care of yourself and let me know if I can help you with anything.
Will do. Take it easy.
Right. As they walk out, Gabrielle would look into her bag and say, actually, I have something that you may appreciate, Logan, because I do not smoke, and I presume do you smoke?
What do you think? Smoke what? Leaves
tobacco.
or resin or people? Because yes.
I can assume all 3, but she would pull out the ornate tinderbox. So, yeah. I think you can use it a bit more than
I mean, I've already got a basic one. I suppose if I'm being fancy.
I'm sure it will make a good impression at dinner parties.
That's appreciated. What do you want for it? 100 gold?
No.
Raises and eyebrows. Like, are you sure? You're gonna need that from me in about 9 hours? Should we just do it now?
No, it's fine. Who knows if I'll need the scroll or if I'll find it.
Yeah, maybe. You won't have me around though tomorrow because I'm going with Shadowclaw.
Let's just sort it out tomorrow.
I'm going here tomorrow.
Let's sort it out tomorrow. To be honest, I'm about at the end of my rope with everything today.
Same. I need some. Let's see. Sleep. Yes.
All right, hear me out. How about we grab a drink on the way back?
Oh yes. I'm in. I'll pay because I'll end up lending it to you.
I actually have enough silver to support a drink.
Okay. Yeah. Are you just heading back from down by the Halls of Justice? I mean, there's plenty of taverns around on the way. I mean, is there any one in particular you'd like to head to? You've been to before, or?
Logan, you're the.
Logan. So, with it being, he's wanted to turn the screws a bit with Gabriella. The seediest place that's not going to be an active risk to them. So,
I mean, I think the one that is on the route home is the Gentle Mermaid, which you've been before. It's like that big gambling house. If you want to go seedy, you probably want to go perhaps down towards the dock ward. Like, you want to go a little bit more out of your way to go there.
We'll go Gentle Mermaid.
Yes, Gentle Mermaid. You've been there before. I'm not sure if Gabriella has been there with you. But it is this the thing about it is though, it's not necessarily seedy. It's the top level in here is the high rollers tables and stuff. But this is where people with money will go gamble as well. It is this huge balconied and turreted 4-story stone structure. It occupies the entire interior of the city block, almost like a little plaza that it's in. And the only public entrance is in the courtyard at the end of the corridor. It kind of reeks of like wealth, sophistication, taste. It's lustily decorated with carpets and tapestries at every surface. It is being magically lit. The interior is also magically heated and cooled, providing a welcome comfort no matter the season. Weapons, however, are not permitted, so you do have to check your weapons at the door with the cloakroom attendant. But you're not really searched or asked. They only really ask for openly worn weaponry. And there is a dress code as well, Logan, which you would be very much aware of. If you're not wearing fine clothing, you will be turned away at the door.
I think that his armor is probably ornate enough and his normal kind of lordly robes are good enough. He'll probably turn to Gabriella, whatever she's wearing, and be like, wear something nicer than that, would you?
Could snap her
I don't
fingers.
want to embarrass myself.
This guy's self, fancier outfit.
You change
Better?
your robes over, like fancier clothing, definitely. And then you're busy, let in. They do take your more visible weapons off you, and they're checked. And it is a. Think of it here. It is like a very plush, luxury casino. And there are, I think why Logan enjoys it here so much is because of the vast selection of charming and beautiful escorts who, peruse the tables. Like, so if you are sat to even, there's areas just to drink, but there's most of the it is like a casino. There's like, gambling tables and like roulette wheels, magically enchanted one-armed bandit machines. There's a poker table on the upper floor. Like, it's a big multiple-story structure as well. It's a big place. But yeah, anytime you sit somewhere for too long, if you're not actively gambling, you're like spending money, you're just drinking. It doesn't take long for a few escorts to descend on you. To like test the waters, see what you're looking for, like anything they interest you, and they're a selection of men, women. Something you can't even tell the difference.
Logan would probably, some of them would probably either recognize him or pick up the vibe that he knows how to kind of engage in this type of rapport. And he'll probably just solicit the company, but not the company of a few of these by buying them a few drinks.
You would know as well, like they although they are escorts, they're not like prostitutes. They're not here to. They are here to sit on your shoulder and oh, you're so good at gambling. Oh my god, like that. Like the bigging you up, making you look like that's kind of what they do. They spend time with you. It's like you're paying for their time, but like. The tavern's not so seedy that it would, welcome that, like here. But I think Logan, as charismatic as he is, has definitely probably turned what was just, a little, a pay to be my girl or boyfriend for the night into come home with me, like kind of turn. But it would be something more you take them home, like what time's your shift end kind of thing, as opposed to an actual
the transaction.
It's not really like this extra money is not what they're in for. They're in for the time for money, definitely. And they're oh, you're so good and you're so strong. Tell me all about what you do. And it's that thing of like bigging you up. And exactly. It's a nice feeling, isn't it? It's just that like that adoration and attention. I think that a lot of people do enjoy.
So he's definitely kind of like bringing that on, and also playing wingman for Gabriella, not knowing what she's into. He'd kind of send a bit of everything her way, and bring her into all sorts of conversations, but never crossing that line into kind of looking for more either seedy or just charismatic. Like, enjoy yourself, Gabby, let loose.
And they flirt openly, like, all that kind of stuff. But they're not like, actively, pursuing anything on their end apart from money.
Act of soliciting.
I propose a meetup before we leave, so as to head back together. Unless you are planning on, heading back with other company, if you catch my drift.
What do you think, Wendy? Not tonight? Okay, never mind. No, go on. Let's give it half an hour. I'm on a hot streak here.
All right, have fun.
And he's probably down 10 gold, but was down 11 gold, so he's on a hot streak.
Yeah, I mean, roll me a d20. Let's see how your luck is handling. Logan picks me for a blackjack kind of player.
Yeah,
hit me. You're on 20, sir. Hit me. 14. It's not. You're not necessarily down on your luck by any means. You're probably up about 3 gold, like all told. Nothing crazy, but like you're
I'll take it.
Gabrielle, look around if she were to see some familiar nobility members to suss out. So,
yeah, you made a little investigation check if you're looking for anyone of note or interest.
she's just interested if she sees anyone from the Rosnar family to freak out.
You don't see any of the Rosnar family. However, you do see a very well-dressed tiefling man. He is a little bit older. He's probably like in his 50s. He wears a sharp black suit, thin-rimmed spectacles, and he is, you recognize him, he is Willifort Proel, the head butler of the Castlanters. And he is currently sat at a poker table on one of the upper floors. Clearly just finished his shift. His suit is still immaculately pressed and well kept. And he's got a big, fat stack of chips in front of him. Looks like he's just one at hand.
Get Logan in. Get Logan in. Logan's not spotted this. He's not looking around for these people.
Logan's like chatting away, having a great time, just carousing, like just having a nice time.
Drinking, relaxing, having a great
I think it's better she tried to seduce him.
Oh, fucking hell, here we go.
Is Vele? She's not even there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she was there with him.
Gabriella.
Gabriella.
Oh, Gabriella. Yeah, Gabriella definitely tried to seduce him.
Fucking hell.
No. Not her kind of thing. Gabriella would wait for him to finish his game before approaching him.
He gets, I mean, yeah, if you want to wait, you're going to be here some time.
Oh,
It's
never
like
mind.
it's like a 6-player poker game he's in, and they're playing to the end. I mean, you could try to buy in if you wanted.
I don't think that's responsible with the funds that we are allocating, my brother.
I mean, he wasted a lot of money already. Might as well just waste some more, try to get some information.
And you see that, like, Willifort has probably the accompaniment of a couple of escorts as well. Primarily, like, more tieflings like himself, both men and women. They bring him drinks, they, like, look after him, and he needs. One of them's, like, rubbing his shoulder, stirring hands. Like, yeah, like, he's got, like, probably, like, 2 people kind of, like, attending him for a change. And
I think she would find she'd go to the, if they're in the bathrooms, she'd go to the bathrooms and change her appearance to look like a different person.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. You can go to the
and
bathroom.
Did she go around asking about Williford?
Sure.
And if chances out any rumors, perhaps.
Yeah, make me a that's investigation check if you're looking around for like something specific now. Like the 17 was you find someone who you recognized in this place.
Like asking about. 5.
They know that he does come in here after work sometimes. They think he works for one of the noble houses in maybe the North or Seaward nearby. He's talked about like the fact that he works in hospitality and he understands like some of the staff and things like that, but he's never has openly told anyone who his employer is or what he actually does. But he's clearly very well paid. He always spends a lot of gold when he is here. He's not here every day. He's here probably like once a week, like that kind of thing. He's not like
He would take note, and then she just observe him and look around somewhere and wait for Logan. She'd change back to normal afterwards.
Shift back, go wait for Logan, and yeah, eventually you guys. Logan, do me one final luck roll. Let's see how your night ends up. And Gabriella, are you drinking or anything? Are you just staying sober? Like,
she would grab a glass of wine.
Sure. Logan, you actually, even with as many drinks as your escorts around you, can like try to like present to you to rack up a bar tab or anything like that. You keep winning hands, and it's what a real roll. But after the company is settled and everything is kind of paid for and your night is kind of fully enjoyed, you end up 1 gold up on top of the already 3 that you had. So you walk away like at least 4 gold up in total. Probably pretty plastered, have had a great time, like you really enjoy, you spent money and enjoyed yourself, and you've walked out no poorer than you when you came in. You actually walked out richer, in fact. Only by a couple of gold, but that's definitely a nice surprise, I think it's probably fair to say. For anyone who's been in a casino before.
You look
Yeah,
like you had some fun.
Honestly, it's been. This has been exactly what I needed. It's been a very stressful few days. I assume that this point as they're kind of like walking out.
Yeah,
he'd
I imagine like
offer
Gabriella's
his-
come and found you. Like, geez, Gabriella, no doubt that you probably spent like probably 4 silver on a glass of wine because you've not been playing games, so you have no chance to make it back. And you've probably been dodging as many escorts as possible. We were trying to get you to spend money, like on them,
She's just
and
like actively avoided, like, no.
And so yeah, he'd offer his arm to Gabriella, and yeah, like, go on, let's get a cab. Humphrey, you can get fucked. So as an action, you can release the steed from its bond at any time, causing it to disappear. Saddle, boom, down. Like, shit.
What did you just... Did you just left camel?
Yes, yeah, I mean, what is life? You know, it's fine. It's fine. No, he didn't want to be here. I didn't want him here.
Gabriella, in the last seconds of Humphrey's life and existence, you saw fear for the first time fill his eyes as he was permanently dismissed.
You really just saw Logan dematerialize a fucking camel with a snap of his finger. She's scared.
And he like explodes in the dust, and then like nothing.
Howard kill, get fucked.
Yeah.
And yeah,
people. Can you like?
No, not everyone. Only ones I've magically sub.
Oh,
I don't know actually. You know what? Bear with me there. He's gonna go over and get the saddle.
Yep. Take the saddle.
He's gonna sit on it while trying to hail a cab.
Yep.
Or like hail a carriage back home. He'll cover the cost of it, obviously, because he's had a great night. And on the way home, he's going to try to, while in a slightly inebriated state, cast Find Steed with his last 2nd level spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably gonna. Shall we roll?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
6,
We'll roll 2d5 and choose the silliest.
Yeah.
it's another fucking camel.
3 or a 5. The options are a camel or a mastiff.
Humphrey reappears. Look, but Humphrey appears, but his eyebrows are not like down slanted, like angry eyebrows, and that he's been dismissed before. And as he reappears, he can't spit directly at Logan, but he spits around Logan, like in distaste.
Just like over him, like a shower. It's like, this fucker is going to give me some grief. And you know what? I've ridden worse before. And he's going to whack the saddle onto Humphrey. He's going to do it backwards, just so it's slightly uncomfortable. Like, that'll do for now. And he'll go inside the tavern after the
Humphrey's eye like
on.
flash for a moment.
Whoa, that's new.
As
Anyway,
no one else
right.
can ride Humphrey until you unlock him.
Wait. What the fuck?
Don't ask. I don't really know where that came from. I don't actually know where Humphrey came from. That is Humphrey, isn't it? I think he's crossing.
He looks like he's out for blood. I would watch your back, Logan.
I mean, he can't hurt me. That's the beauty of it. He can absolutely be out for blood, but just, civilians or children, it's fine.
Are you sure he can't hurt you?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Shaking, twitching his eye.
The bloodshot eyes, like angry.
Humphrey considers suicide as a noble deed.
Yeah.
What if I take him down with me? Yeah, no, it's fine. He can't hurt me. What's he gonna do? Sit on me? Shit, he could sit on me. Okay. Might have to rethink this one when I've got a clearer mind. But for now, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I've got the munchies. Do you want something?
Sure, if you could grab me something small to eat, yeah.
I don't actually know how to cook
Oh.
anything. I was just gonna get some bread and just like...
Do you want me to cook something quickly?
No.
Really?
That's what we've got chefs for. We pay them we pay them money, But no, I'm just going to go in, and he'll walk into the kitchen, just grab a chunk of bread and a bigger chunk of cheese, and be like, nailed it. See ya, not out.
Vice is there, like, cleaning down, like, wiping down all the surfaces, like, hello, Logan.
Crumbs everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, you bastard. You leave.
Fuck.
Wait,
Don't sneak up on me.
Vice? Yeah, Vice was
yeah,
spoken
lizard
before. Yeah,
folk.
she's like the big lizard folk chef.
I heard leaf.
No,
Was
Vice.
it?
Vice.
Oh no, Vice.
I was about to fucking freak out. Yeah, good night, Logan. And she'd also had to bed.
Lord.
You know, she looks at like the past window where there's like a plate of cheese and crackers that are prepared with like little notes and like for Logan. He's like, fucking, why do I bother with this shit? Just throws it in the bin. Gets a brush back out.
Logan will finish his food, come back down like, shit, I forgot about the plate. Reach into the bin, get the cheese and crackers out, like, no, and head upstairs.
She's like mopped the floor. She's gone. Like the apron's hung up. Like she's left.
Logan still says no.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything but the cheese right now.
Yeah. It's got a nice
And,
chutney
yeah.
on there, Logan, but you're not sure if it's like a chutney or like maybe some kind of animal like fluid. It's hard to tell with Vife. Looks like
Doesn't
tomato chutney,
care
but smells a
at
bit
this
funny.
He's eaten a lot worse after this amount of alcohol, so he's good.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
ponder
it's
for a
a bit-
minute, you're like, oh, I bet Vife would make a great kebab. And then, you know.
Like, make a great kebab or make a great yeah, no.
Both.
Bit gamey.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, long rest time, and he will prepare Bless in place of... What do I never use? In place... He's going to do it in place of Find Steed.
Sure. Yeah, you've already got a steed. You don't need to find him again.
Stuck with Humphrey. Yep.
Or is Humphrey stuck with you?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Can we write a fucking character segment from Humphrey's POV?
Yeah, we're next episode. It's actually gonna be just like a day in the life of Humphrey, kind of like doing like those animated shows where they have like a cutaway for the main cast and it's just focused on like a side character, and it's just Humphrey like being neglected and having a horrible time from Logan.
Humphrey POV with the eyelashes, like top and bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Constantly swaying backwards and forth, like left to right, to make the everybody feel sick that watches it.
Yeah.
And
it's all inner monologue as well. It's like, I don't even think
Lots of
he likes
violin.
me. Like
plinky plonky piano music in the background, like on the X
And
Factor
then at the end he just
auditions.
disappeared, and it's just a void and a cut to silence, and all you can hear is Humphrey's screams.
And then when he
he's
comes back,
it's
he was like,
"Oh, no, not
I never
again."
knew true peace until that moment. And the fact he pulled me from it to bring me back to this waking hell. Like... But yeah, you guys all rest. You get the benefits of a long rest. The next morning, the Black Staff will have a Helm of Comprehend Languages dropped off for you. So Esvela can begin her binge reading. It will take her all of the next day and night, and she'll be ready to perform the ritual the following morning, which will give you the guts of probably like 16 hours before your time runs out after the ritual is completed. So you still have time, get a few bits and pieces done. Gabriella, you're going to go scroll hunting for the day. And Logan and Shadowclaw, you're going to go cast Legend Lore. Gabriella, do you want to do me a quick investigation check? We'll just see how your scroll hunting goes, see how long it takes you to find what you're looking for. I mean, Waterdeep's pretty big and fast. You will find it eventually. It's just a matter of how long it takes.
4.
Oh, and nat 1, Gabriella. Whole day. All day.
Right.
Like, as in, you reach out to your contacts with the Doom Raiders as interim, you reach out your contacts to the Xanathar for anyone who can help you, you're sent on fucking, like, back and forth Klondike bar levels of, like, bullshit to, like, bring a fucking, like, a sausage roll to fill on Wim Street, and then he'll give you an egg that someone on Solmore Street wants, but it's got to be a very specific kind of duck egg, and it's such a real long back and forth. But eventually you finally get one scroll of contact other plane, and it costs you 630 gold. And it takes your whole day to do it.
Gabriel's fucking broke, lol.
Yep. Esvele can read by difficulty. Esvele, you're going to take some damage because you have to keep pricking yourself to read. I'm going to say how many hit points do you have?
Good question. Can't we just ask Vive? I'm sure Vive has lots of animal fucking blood around.
Oh yeah, Vive drops animal blood on it. Doesn't work.
Never
Has
fucking
to
mind.
be humanoid blood, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm sure Vive has lots of humanoid blood as well.
Yeah, if you want to fuck Vive up.
We've got the ragamuffins, right?
I mean, if you want to find someone else to prick, sure. Esvele, how much life do you have? How much health?
38.
Okay, note down that you have lost 24. One for every hour spent reading.
Anybody else want to offer up a little bit of blood in those hours?
Yeah, someone else can definitely offer up blood.
Yeah, well, Gabriel's gone for the whole fucking day. Got him.
I mean, you can offer up in advance. Drip it in a vial. You just drop it.
She would drop some in the vial. She would drop 6.
Cut your fucking wrists. Just, fill a vial for your sister.
So maybe not your wrist.
Yeah, you cut your wrist. All you have to do is horrible. It's really unpleasant to watch.
A little bit of a bloodletting.
Yeah.
Gabriel would take 12 hits. Or how much is Esvele taking?
At the minute, she's taking 24.
Yeah.
So you can
Gabriel
reduce
will
that.
take-
Whatever you're willing to give me.
Yep, she'll take half.
It's noted that Esvele can't sleep the night away, so she can't regain those hit points. You guys can.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was gonna say, with the contract, so we just have to find a way of breaking this curse. We don't actually have to do it ourselves. Is that correct?
the intention of find an alternative way is, yeah, you would find a way in the time frame of the kid's birthday that it would be achieved. So it's like, oh yeah, if you do that, but the most solid way to achieve that, because you could be like, oh, all you have to do is this, and what's the first thing he's gonna say is prove it. You have to prove it works, otherwise it's no good. Because you could be like, all you need to do is just pray to Asmodeus and ask him nicely. And technically, you're correct. If you ask Asmodeus nicely to break a contract, he might do it. But you're going to need to prove it works. The proof needs to be in the pudding, if that makes sense.
But yeah, before Esvele starts reading, she's going to gather you guys and be like, so it's going to take 1 drop an hour to keep this thing going. And I don't fancy slowly losing my blood throughout the night.
It's
So
more than a
if
drop.
anybody...
Drop a page.
Yeah.
That's why it's 1 hit point per hour, because it's
I'll
a lot of
So if
blood.
anybody would like to donate a little blood, I would
Donate
very
some
much
blood.
appreciate it.
All right,
Gabriel
I'll
was-
some blood too. Fuck it.
Yep, how much?
So before that, we did have a long rest already. Yeah.
You've
This
long
is
rested. This is a new day.
This next day.
Esvele starts
Fine.
reading at 6 a.m. You guys probably start heading out towards the temple at 6 a.m. when the father said to pop by. Maybe not Logan because he's hungover.
I'll give it 5.
Okay,
Blood
5
points.
hours. Yep. So 5 hours is paid for by Sullivan. 12 by Gabriella.
I will top up the rest.
Sure. So you don't need to give any blood as Esvele, but you guys can note down. If you can note down the relative hit points lost, please. So that is 5 off your hit point total, Sullivan. 12 off yours, Gabriella, and that is, I believe, 7 off Logan.
Yeah. And
yeah, it's direct damage. You can't negate it, unfortunately, because you have to willingly give the blood. But yeah, you're able to.
I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Gabriella.
Aw, thank you.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? In fact, I will.
Get some hit points back.
All the way back. And then I'll use Harness Divine Power and Channel Divinity and then Short Rest after it to get...
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna turn into a beast because it gives me extra 5 hit points.
Temporary hit
points, and
points?
then I'll.
No, don't
No.
cry.
Temporary hit points. Oh, come on. It's still hit points, bro.
You can just sleep. You'll be fine.
Temporary hit points don't
Okay,
count. Temporary hit points.
fine.
It's
You
funny to
get the
think-
temporary hit points, and then you plunge a fucking knife into your vein and
Yeah.
squeeze the blood
It's-
into a vial
It's
for
funny to
over the
think
course
that
of
this is
5
going to
minutes.
be
It's
like-
not temporary. It's
It's
like
gonna be like
Alright,
24
fine.
hours. Like by the end, you need one drop a page, but the blood is just completely congealed, and it's like just gotta splorp some
Fine,
of
I'll do
that
it.
on
Okay,
there.
fine.
like ketchup. She's hitting the bottom of the vial. It's like giving blood. Like it's not like you're tired. It's to reflect like that sacrifice you have to give up. It's not like temporary hit points is like your artificial, like your adrenaline rush, like that. It makes you not feel the pain a little bit longer. Like that's kind of
Okay.
you have to
Alright,
be
yep,
like that. You're willingly giving
Gotcha.
up, like that. If his belly did it all, she was gonna like suffer all that points and then double exhaustion the next day because she'd fucking been woozy as fuck all day while trying to read. Like, ooh.
Get some orange juice.
Yeah.
Some 50 orange juice in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm done.
So
Five
you guys
points.
do that, and then we can quickly probably wrap up the Legend Lords before we finish, and then that would be probably a good place to stop, as then that'll push us into kind of
Yep.
like the next day. Because you guys will have a long rest anyway, because nothing eventful is going to happen unless you want to really push for something else. You guys go to the Temple of Tyr, you meet with Father Bernard. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'm ready to go. I got a few things. He gets the ivory strips that he got, the incense, he does the ritual. It takes him about 11 minutes to do so. And as he kind of finishes, he like looks at you and goes like, right. So, about 3 years ago, this contract was enacted. Lord and Lady Castellanter traded away the souls of all 3 of their children to escape financial ruin. Their eldest son was taken immediately. The 2 youngest children are doomed to lose their souls when they turn 9 years of age. The consequences of this deal were the Castellanters enjoyed a miraculous comeback. Banking, money lending thrived while the competition suffered, making them one of the only places to go to borrow money that was safe. They even believe, if I recall correctly myself, the sudden disappearance of their eldest son earned them sympathy. Their endeavors brought them legitimacy, new friends. They are seemingly blessed. They have a lot of people interested in them, and there is a way for them to save the souls of their current 2 children who still are with them. A clause allows them to preserve the remaining and future children's lives instead by paying, and I quote on this, 1 shy of 1 million gold coins and the sacrifice of 1 shy of 100 unfortunate souls.
Ah, knew it.
Mother.
Oh, I knew it. I look at Logan. I was like, now Waterdeep is in a lot of danger. Definitely a lot of danger. I think it's time for the Black Stab to intervene.
If it turns out that I didn't have to read this fucking book, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, you get this information probably by, like 7 a.m. like that day, and it doesn't take you long, it's like an hour, like to get everything set up and go. But yeah, it seems like the Castellaners need the money, and then they need some souls. But maybe they already have them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I will look at the.
Yeah, but either way, they're either planning to kill 99 people, or they have killed 99 people.
Father Bernard will say that the souls and the gold must be paid to Asmodeus at the same time.
I'll look at Father Bernard and ask him, Father, is there any sort of physical evidence of this? Any sort of law or book that describes this bargain, this double bargain?
Unfortunately, only
is a
what I
valid-
saw in my vision. I can give a statement, but again, divinity, that magic of delving into the future and the unknown, it's not evidence alone. Legend lore is a powerful spell, but it can tell the future, and the future is not set in stone. It can tell the past of what it knows. But again, it's not enough concrete evidence to put anyone away. If you could find there a plan for this, I mean, maybe they don't even know about the souls. It might be that they are unaware.
What is the current population of Waterdeep?
Are you asking me? I'm not a census boy.
No. Does anyone here know what the population?
Anybody
Logan?
here do the census?
The population of the city itself is approximately 130,000.
So, can so obviously it told me that now, but would I know that or no?
I mean, like, it's fair to say it's at least 100,000 people in the city. It's a big city.
Based
like, you know.
on
I'll turn around and
roughly
say,
what the population
Yeah.
of a large city.
I was like,
would be.
okay. I'll turn around to Logan and the father's like, well, 500,000 souls. I don't think even the Waterdeep there's this many.
It was,
There's many people
I'll say
here.
it again. It was one shy of 100 unfortunate souls.
Oh, sorry if I said one shot of a
99.
million, sorry.
99
That
people.
means. And it's 999,999 gold. It's almost need. And 99
Oh,
souls.
okay. So then 9999 and
Yeah.
then 99. Okay, 999 of each. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So I thought it was like. Okay, I thought it was like. Well, I got a number very wrong there.
It's only and it's 99 unfortunate souls.
I
That's
would
what he
say-
says.
Only.
I would
only
say
99.
being sacrificed to a devil would make you unfortunate, yeah.
Sorry, because it's 99 souls.
99 souls, 900,
And nine-
and 99,999 coins. Cool. Ursula's per unfortunate soul starts playing in the background.
So 5 nines.
Yes. One shy of 1,000,000. And one shy of 100.
Okay, so 6 nines.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the goal's gonna be nowhere near enough anyway.
You don't know how much is in there for presenting that. And also, you don't know how much the Catherine have set aside already. Together, it might be enough.
I mean, there's still this is still a quite big danger for Waterdeep and for people in here. I don't know, Logan. Do you think we should bring this up to Blackstaff and let her know? In great force.
Yeah, sorry, I've just been in the other room talking to myself. I thought you were with me, but I've been on mute for like 10 minutes. I was like, no, 99 people. No. So, even though it's unfortunate souls, so presumably like peasants, could clean up the dock ward a little. No. We should get the black stuff involved, because Waterdeep is about to have 99 problems, and that bitch is one who could stop it. So...
True.
I nailed that joke way better second time of telling it. So,
99 problems, but
I mean,
that bitch is
if
one.
there was one time you could use that joke, my friend, it will be this time.
one joke. Anyway, yeah, okay. Let's go to the Black Staff. Let's get home. Let's tell Svele what we know. So she can, be forewarned, forearmed. I know she's going to go up 2 arms, but she's got arms in them. So forewarned, forearmed for the conversation with whatever. And, yeah, be fine.
I assume as well that, like, probably one of you at some point goes to the Blackstaff Tower, gets the grimoire for Svele, because you
Yeah.
didn't get it back.
Yeah.
Someone, I mean, Svele
yeah.
can go get it, but, like, someone needs to fetch it.
I was assuming that we'd have
we-
to go pick up the headband anyway.
She dropped the helmet to you.
She dropped it
She
off.
delivered it to you.
That's so nice of her.
Yeah. She's like Amazon,
Well-
like Prime. She got it next day.
I could have asked her to deliver the book as well.
You didn't though. You said, "Can we get a
Exactly,
helmet?
yeah.
Got my language." She was like, "Yeah, bet." Then sent it to you the next day. She didn't know what you wanted it for. You didn't say. She just trusted you. Probably what you're doing.
But we don't.
Yeah, whenever you show up and ask for the book, she's like, "I assume you need this to to read with the helm I sent you. Next time, I'm going to ask about why you want things, and if you can't give me a good reason, I'm not going to give them to you."
Yeah.
So once you get a book, is it Esveli?
Zelle gets the book back into Familiar. You guys like drop it off, and like you guys pop back at the early hours of the morning, so it's not like late in the day. So you technically Logan and Sullivan have a full day to do anything they would like to do, just in case anything they do. Otherwise, you can just wait, kill time, and the following morning we can just skip to that for the next session, and we can open up with Esvele trying to summon a devil.
Yay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure, but have a think for the next session. If anything you guys want to do to fill the void, you can. But if not, we're going to assume that you guys just like help her read, or like keep her topped up with like coffees and things like that to keep her going and motivate her to like keep reading and not lose her place. And like kind of focus on like that to get that point hammered home. And we'll pick this up next time. Until then, bye.